What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad. I'm sorry I'm running late. It ain't my fault though. I'm blaming it all on my wife. It is her fault too, because she was like, "You gotta do this homework for me." So I had to do this homework for her. So please forgive me. Let me go ahead and take this Christmas stream down, even though the Christmas stream was lit. It was lit with a good time. I'm glad everybody came out. I think I mailed off everybody who sent me a reply stuff today. So I'm still waiting on Sir Dandu, and I'm still I haven't Geeky. If Geeky shows up to the stream, I haven't sent her stuff out today. I'll send it out sometime this week. Steven, what's going on? My wish says a switch light. Listen, brother. Listen, we on the same page. Listen, I was running. I didn't even grab my glasses, so I might be a little struggle tonight. So it is what it is. Yeah, y'all know Gaming Dad can't read anyway. Oh man, I'm trying to. Okay, there we go. Listen, there go my logo back. This ain't a Christmas tree no more. Let me see. Let me see if I can edit this on the fly. Let's see. Let me go ahead. Let me erase, and we're gonna put welcome back. So no, we'll put the last stream of the year. How about that? Because it is the last stream of 2021. Ha! We in there. CMG, what's going on with you, guy? Hey, man, listen, I hope everything checked out for everybody. I think there will be a new models. Okay, good. Listen. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna get to everybody's comments. Everybody in the stream, what's going on with you? All right, got that there. All right, let's go. Let's start at the top. Cool Breeze is in the building. What's going on? Cool Breezy. Check it easy. He said, "Sup, friends?" Sir Dandu said, "Hey, gang, what's going on with you?" Sir Dandu said, "I forgot to tell my dad about the KD bobblehead." Yep, it's still here. I'll tell him about the stream. All right, good. Just clarify. If he needs to verify, talk to me. Whatever needs to happen. I would just like to get it off to you. And listen, y'all can be like, you see your boy Griff. Your boy Griff hung in there last night, and he had 2 entries. He had 2 entries during the Christmas stream, and he was able to get the dub because he's also watching us on Twitch and also YouTube. So if you have a Twitch account, or check us out on there as well. What's up? My end. Really Tight says NBA 2K22 is savage. Okay, savage in the region final. My team was dominated until they decided to put me up against UCLA and Shaq type player with Magic Johnson type pass and got nobody out of here. He said, "Oh, hey y'all." Vic says, "What's up, everyone? Happy to be here for another great stream." Yes, sir. Oh, let me get you on the board, Vic. Victor. And we got SOC in the building. SOC says, hi. Sir Danny says, "So I opened the Xbox games that I found, and they were NBA 2K22 and Skater XL." All right, well, Skater. Listen, if you're a basketball fan, 2K22 is pretty good. CMG in the building. Let me go on with your CMG. Oh man, it always freezes up on me. Let's see. Man, this is some hogwash. Tell you, boy, Google on the iPad, it freezes up. Or maybe it's just that app. Let me get it. I gotta give me a second, good people. I want to make sure I get everybody's name on the board. All right, boom. SOC. We got CMG. Stevie M. All right. Let's see. Steve says, "My predictions for the Nintendo 2022 are Pokemon Arceus, Kirby, Forgotten Land, Metroid Prime Remastered." Listen, these are all safe bets, Steve. Except for Zelda. Zelda Twilight Princess, I don't know. That wouldn't work. I don't know. Donkey Kong, I don't know. Xenoblade Chronicles could be too. That's a lot of games, man. If they space out, well, that's like a banger every month. Boy, would be nice. Steven said, I think Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 might be a December 2022 game, but won't be surprised if it gets delayed into the very early 2023. I don't know. Listen, okay. As much, I don't know. That's a hard one. That only happens if they would have to announce, and which I think they could. They would have to announce that, hey, the Switch Pro is coming. But I don't think they do that. I do not think before Christmas we will hear any, confirmed truth that Switch is coming in 2022. I don't think you'll get tons of rumors. Supply chain's gonna pop up, but Nintendo will not confirm it. That's my bet. Will not, absolutely not confirm it. Because of the fact it's like, shoot, if they do that, they're gonna cannibalize sales of this Switch OLED Lite or Switch Lite OLED. How about that? Because that Switch Lite OLED, buddy, if they don't drop that, that'll be, to me, one of the dumbest business moves they could have ever made, because that thing is going to sell. Because to be honest, I just played my Lite the other night, and I was just like, dang, you know what? This is still like a dope little system, man. All right, Steve. Listen, see, Steve understands. See, Steve look back and he breaks it down. Everybody should do what Steve did. Hey, listen, give me what you think and give me what you wish. He says, my wish list is a Switch Lite OLED. All the mainline Persona RPGs to come to the Switch. That could happen. A new Resident Evil remastered. Oh man, View for Joe. God almighty. Listen, you went there, but I'm there with you. View for Joe was good on the GameCube. Alan Wake, that might happen. I think it was rumors already. And Mass Effect Trilogy. That should have happened when the original came out. But I know why EA didn't do it, because it was all about that money. It was all about that money grab. All right, listen. Oh man, that wish list is tough. You got a tough one there, Steve. That's a tough wish list, man. Put your wish lists in the chat, man. Let me bring it up. Let's talk about them. Listen, I think there will be a new model Switch, but no upgrade to 2020. Yeah, I agree. That's my stance. I believe this is going to be the Switch OLED Lite, which makes incredible sense. Incredible. They already signed this deal with was it Sharp? Whoever's making the OLEDs now, they signed that contract, and I believe it's Sharp. And this is another way to get more of those OLEDs out. It's to me, at this standpoint, an OLED Switch Lite sounds so tasty. CMG says, I'm about to stream, but I may still be watching your stream as well. Hey, man, I appreciate you, my brother. Listen, I don't have them kind of skills or multiple those. I don't have them skills to be able to look at. I'll be sitting here trying to talk and be like, oh, yes, CMG. I'll be all over the place. I couldn't do it. But thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. I might need to chime in on my phone and just let it ride so you can get that on that view. Chris said that hat is looking wild. Hey man, thank you, man. I picked this hat up at Universal in Florida, and I like it because it got the little snaps on the side, and so I could take it off. I'm like, "Aye, matey." How's it? No, there you go. Aye, matey. But I love this hat. This is my, when I don't feel like shaving, and I want to go out in the public. This is that hat. If I can get my head right. Oh, there you go. All right, we in there. Yeah, so that's what's up, Mikey Dreamer? What's going on, man? Welcome back, man. Mikey Dreamer in the building. Mike, I forgot, what did you win? It said checking out, y'all. Hey man, get the football in, man. I ain't mad at you not one bit. Yeah, I would tell you, I would probably be more into football this year. Well, more into pro football if my Lions was doing something, but my Lions is over there laying this ginormous turd, and so it is what it is. It says, but I appreciate you stopping by, Mike. Let me get you on, Mike. You know what? I give out a free $10 eShop every night. Just check. If you don't stick around, Mike, just check back into the stream, man. sometime later on, and scroll to the end and see if you won. Mikey Dream in the building, representing Twitch. We got SOC. Said I sold my NBA 2K code on eBay last night for $25. Okay, that's what. Matter of fact, I think it's on sale right now at GameStop for that price. So you did pretty good. I said CFG said I like that. Hey man, appreciate you. Listen, I done jacked it all up. Now it was looking kind of suave, but I don't know what I did here. Now I look like Gilligan off Gilligan's Island. Now I look like Prince. Let me fix this hat. I'm getting there somehow. Flip that up. All right. We in there. We back in there, people. Appreciate you. All right. It's tough being a Pistons fan. It is, man. It is brutal right now. But you know what? Listen, I'm okay. If we can get the number one pick again, I'll be all right. Yeah, I think this whole season will be forgiven because that Joker that's playing that Duke, man. That dude is a monster, and he will fit so well on the Pistons. He would fit so well. So that's what I'm hoping for. And I think we still need a legit point guard. I think one of our issues with the Pistons, man, we don't have a general out there on the floor. But yeah, it's tough being a Pistons fan, but I'm ride or die. I'm gonna try to go see them when they come to Atlanta. So Dan Dude says I barely know anything about basketball, so when I played 2K for the first time last night, it was a bit confusing. Yeah, you know what, man? It probably wouldn't hurt you to watch a couple games of basketball. They got 5 spots. The key is to move the ball, find an open man. That's my best suggestion for you right off the bat if you don't know anything about basketball. And then the more you play, it'll come to you. It's like any sport. Chris says GameCube on Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo Online. Okay. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, a new 99 game. That's a good one, though. But what would that 99 game be? Because I don't want to lose Pac-Man 99. I don't want to lose Pac-Man 99. I don't want to lose Tetris 99. But I don't know what that next 99 game would be. Listen, that's the question. What would be the next 99 game? Breath of the Wild 1 got delayed until Switch releases. Yeah, listen, that's a great comment, Vic. You can tell you why, because that's I don't want to listen. The part of me, I don't want to lean that direction. Like, to be honest, I really would like for it to come out in Christmas. That's why I wanted to come out this year. But that's what they did before. They came to Game Awards. They were like, all right, release date here. I can foresee that happening, unless Metroid Prime 4 is that 2023 game. Yeah, and listen, okay, I tell you, only if the new Switch model releases early in that first quarter of 2023. If it releases then I can buy it. But if it's pushed off anyway to the middle or the second half, Breath of the Wild coming before that. Breath of the Wild is not going to linger that long. So that's going to be the decision. If the system is ready that first quarter, then I can see it pushing and being a launch title. But if it doesn't, it's going to come out this year. Because to be honest, I think the game is ready. I really think that game is probably, is done. They're just putting the fine trimmings on it. But great comment, Vic. Grit has said, Dad, dude, go ahead and give me that KD statue, dog. KD stands for craft dinner. Craft dinner, y'all crazy, man. Oh man, he said, I wish for the Switch Pro with achievement. Listen, I've given up on that thought. Even though achievements to me is with the kind of system the Switch is, man, the achievements is a no-brainer, man. I really would love to find out years from now, like, what was the reason for not doing achievements? I want to know Nintendo's thought process on that. All right. He said, I wish Switch Pro was achievement, but I'll settle for the Steam Deck. You listen, buddy. You and I both. Stardew Valley. That's right. That's right. See, listen. Why is it nobody else has following directions but Mike? Mike says, my wish, Chrono Trigger remaster. That's every year. Final Fantasy 1 through 6 physical remaster. I think the Final Fantasy is probably more of legit than Chrono Trigger. Because Chrono Trigger, man, that's been on people's wish list for, I mean, I don't know how many. I mean, how many years it's been on that list. But once again, it's a game that's like, I don't know why it's so hard, but it should come. Like, to me, it's like, you have enough of a cult following where they would at least sell 1 million copies. With this many Switches out there, they would at least sell 1 million copies. Could you imagine a Switch Pro launch with Zelda and Mario at launch? Man, that's heavy. And you know how, like, when the Nintendo 64 launched and it only had really Super Mario 64, and I think you had like Pilot Wings. You only had 2, but just a mere fact, just to get the system and Super Mario 64, like, you was set. If those 2 games were the only 2 games that launched with the Pro, GG no re, count me in for the win. Sardan says, oh, I finally have enough money for an Oculus Quest now. I would tell you, listen, we bought one for our son for Christmas. I can finally say it. And we all are loving it. I was like, man, I was impressed before, but I'm really, definitely satisfied with the purchase. It kind of gives me like hope to see, like, what is PlayStation gonna do this year? Because that bad boy, listen, people kind of forget about Sony. Because that's going to drop this year, and then it's a new Oculus headset that's dropping this year as well. I just really would like to know, like, what is that next move for, Sony? What is that next move for, Facebook? And, the VR scene is jumped. Because if you haven't played the Oculus, man, I tell you, go play one. It's pretty fun. Fun fact, I never played Chrono Trigger. Ooh, go ahead and boo this man. Look on the slide, yeah, boo. Even I'm not even an RPG fan like that, but I play Chrono Trigger and I kind of like it. All right, even hoping for co-op in Breath of the Wild 2. I'm not. Maybe, and you know what? Maybe because that Zelda's experience has been such a personal experience. I just don't want to fly through it. I want to thoroughly enjoy it. So I'm not too. I mean, I take it, but I'm trying to be honest. Would I be willing to let somebody go through that experience with me? I don't know, man. That's just me, because I'm old school Zelda. I'm Zelda 1, like NES Gold cartridge Zelda. That's me. That's your boy. And all those experiences, like, I went on that adventure with Link, by myself, with no books, no YouTube, no nothing. I had to kind of just figure it out and explore. And I don't know if I want to share that with nobody. But I mean, it could make it where it's dope. I don't know. I ain't gonna hate on it yet, but I'm not like, ooh, I just gotta have co-op. Nah. And if it, like Halo, oh man, I love the co-op experience with it. What's another one? Gears, I love the co-op experience. Zelda, like, even like Super Mario Brothers Deluxe U or U Deluxe, whatever. I mean, that was just fun when you play with a bunch of people, but you know what? You still, like, yeah, I got to the board, but it was more about the interactions between y'all than more or less the interactions of beating the game. So, okay, so let me get to the next comment. Oh, Dave is on the board. What's going on, Dave? He said, I want an Oculus Quest 2, but the moment is they're $300 and $400. Too much for me. Yeah, they're a little steep. But I mean, we have definitely enjoyed the experience. I think if you saved your money and got that direction, I don't think you would be like, oh man, I just wasted my money. And that's how I feel like. At first buying it for my son, I was like, man, this is an expensive gift. But once we got it and everybody started playing, it was like, oh man, this is pretty dope. Especially Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus is super good, super dope. You're gonna those who get to play it, you're gonna be incredibly surprised. Technology interpreters. What is your U channel about? What's going on, Apox? What's going on with you, buddy? I'm new here. Listen, you might be new here, buddy, but we know who you are. Yeah, man, we talk about gamings and gaming news for the past week. Right now, we're kind of just chopping it up. We had a great Christmas stream last week, and right now we're just talking about some of our predictions for next year and some of our wish lists. I'm gonna share my wish list this year as well. I have a wish list. I know one game could possibly come true. One should come true. I mean, it should. Like, I'm gonna go out. I'm going to let me read you a couple of these comments real quick. Also, technology interpreters. Let me go ahead and get you on the board because every Monday night, man, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card. And if I'm correct, man, you got a daughter, man, to play Switch. So this is gonna be an extra little gift to start off her new year, where she can get herself a fresh new game on her Switch. All right. It says Link and Master Chief co-op in Breath of the Wild 2. Bucket. Right. Ooh, man, would that be the crossover? Would that be the crossover? Listen, another good question. Do you think, man, I heard rumors that the next Mario Kart is going to be like character-based, almost like Smash was, which I would think would be dope. I think that would be dope to have a bunch of racers in there. That had that Smash community kind of just migrate over. That would be dope. Like we're racing now. SOC Technology Server. We are just a chill community who talks about video game news every week. That's right. Hit it on the nose. So that's right. We give out a $10 eShop every stream too. Listen, man. That's love right there. When your subscribers get out there and talk about this stream, man. I appreciate you. This guy looks pretty cool. I try sometimes. I try, man. Vic says pretty chill stream every week. Great convo. Listen, man. Hey, Vic, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you. So I brought $1 and Oculus. Oh man, listen. I think I'm going to buy. Yeah, listen. Hold on. It's funny you say that comment because that's my thought process. I don't want to buy this Oculus because I know a new one is coming down the road. PlayStation already announced they got a new beefier version coming down the road, and I'm like, ooh, man, do I save my money for that one? Because I know for sure when they drop, I'm gonna want it. And then the PlayStation has their VR system. I know dropping this year. So what do PlayStation do? Can you get one? That will be the question. Can you get one? Oh man. Vic says my wish list is here just to see Star Fox remake. To me, like if you look at all, and that's another question I have tonight. It's like, what other Wii U ports that needs to be on the Switch? And answer that question from my standpoint is definitely Star Fox. Star Fox needs that to me. Cause the game to me, if it wasn't for the controls, it was a dope game. It played well. It ran well. The controls were just cumbersome. And so, I ain't say I lost. There were just other games to play. It was like, I didn't feel like I needed a PhD to control this game. And that's how Star Fox sometimes it was just a little too cumbersome. But once again, if they can take a game like Skyward Sword and work it out where that control scheme is conventional for the Switch, I believe they can do the same thing for Star Fox. Chris says nobody knows anything about a new Mario Kart. Nope. Nope. But think about it. Listen, from a business standpoint, if you was running Nintendo right now, and what you wait, you're gonna find out at the because you know what, matter of fact, their financials, they financial for this last quarter will be announced at first part of January, and we're gonna find out, man, that Mario Kart has probably sold another 10 million copies this year. You're gonna find that out, and think about it. If you got a game for the same reason why we don't have GTA 6 is because if this game keeps selling multiple millions of copies, why bother? It's the gift that keeps giving. You know what? They haven't even updated Mario Kart in I don't know how long. And if in reality they could drop a dope DLC that would last them, you know what, for a good year, and then they drop a Mario Kart 9 right along with the launch of the system is a bomb. But they're gonna have to have something else to go with it. So, like Vic said earlier about having Breath of the Wild maybe be pushed back to be that launch, only if the launch of that next Switch is early 2022. If it drags into the second quarter, I don't think it happens. I do not think they hold on to Zelda that long, even though they did the first one. But that first one was a different environment. Like that first one had to be successful because they know they had to have something to go along with this Switch that was going to change the trajectory of the company, and they needed for that to happen. All right. Dave says for next year, some of the games I'm hoping for is a new Fire Emblem game, Digimon Survive. There hasn't been any info on it for a long time. You're correct. I remember they announced that. Wind Waker for the Switch. I think if I looked at that, you'll probably get the Digimon. You'll probably get all three of those. And listen, and I'm just going out on a limb, but you know what? It's about that time for Fire Emblem. They announced Digimon a long time ago. I think this year will be a good year to put it out. Wind Waker, I think it's probably a lot too this year. All right, I'm gonna give you mine. My wish list is some form of football game. Now remember, we got EA Sports have already announced they're doing college football, and I prefer a college football come to the Switch, even over Madden. But I'll take Madden. I'll take a college football. But I'm also wondering what is 2K doing? Because remember, 2K has the NFL license this year, but the only thing they cannot do this year, they cannot do a simulation football, but they can do anything like NFL Streets or NFL Blitz. They can do anything like that, but they can't do a straight simulation football game. So I'm looking to see what will they do this year. So I'm hoping for some form of football game this year. That's the one thing to me, in my opinion, that we're truly missing. We're like, well, yeah, we got a shooter, we got basketball, we got soccer, but we don't have a traditional American football game. And I think I am thirsting for one. And if I can get that college football, because EA say they making it, I'll listen. Hey, that's it to me. That's the one thing that holds. And I talked to a lot of my partners, man. And one of the reasons why they were like, man, there ain't no football in it. They're like, yeah, 2K on there. But they're like, man, they're just not convinced. They say if they had 2K and Madden on there, and I could somehow have that cross progression to go on, like, so I can be able to play at home as well. I wish 2K did that. If 2K had cross progression, it would make 2K. It would make owning both copies of 2K that much more enticing. What's up, Horace Webster? How you doing, Horace? I don't know what you're trying to say, but I'm going to continue. But Horace, about you chiming in, man. No matter, I don't understand what you're talking about, but I'll still put you on the board. Why not? Yeah, remember the TV show Webster? All right, I'll keep going. Is it also first? It says second or third Paper Mario games would be nice to be ported. Now which Paper Mario's from what system? Hey CMG, when is Stadia dropping? When is Stadia dropping in VR? Man, y'all are brutal, man. Leave my boy CMG alone, man. He repping his set. I bought Starlink only for Star Fox. Exactly. I bought an extra copy of Starlink. I caught it when it dropped down to $5 a couple years ago, and I still have it. But you know what? That's to me that's gonna be the collector's item. That's probably the one I never open. Mikey said, "Listen, see, Mike, we're on the same page." But he said EA needs to put Madden on the Switch. There is no excuse for that, none. Especially they have the engine is already ported over to the Switch. I don't know why they just go ahead and just drop it on there, but who knows, man? Who's running EA? I guess I don't know. Grit says, think about it. What if Nintendo drops Breath of the Wild 2 and it's hot garbage? It's unlikely, but I'm tossing it out there into the metaverse. Oh man! Listen, that would be sad. Listen. I'm gonna entertain your thought for a second. That would be, man. That would be sad. Quay, what's going on, man? I sent your stuff out today, man. I'll send you the tracking information after the stream. But I'm gonna entertain Gorilla Tactics his comment right now. Even though, listen, that will be like that would dominate whatever year that comes. It would dominate the news cycle. Like we can't believe to me if it got anything under an 80. Matter of fact, because your expectation for Zelda is so high. It's like if you got something that was like IGN gives it a B- or whatever, you'd be like, what? Yes. Okay. Oh, we can do that. We can do that. So back to you, Gorilla Tactics, man. That would be sad. I don't even know how I can explain that one. I would still pick it up though, and I bet you. Listen, even though it's high garbage, it will still sell like 5 to 10 million, easy, because everybody done bought the first ones. That's funny though. Chris says, I think Mario Kart 9 will be. Let me see. Will borrow from Tour a lot. Oh, no, I'm read that all wrong. I think Mario Kart 9 will borrow a lot from Tour, a lot. I wish they would just do a DLC adding skins and a few new cups. Yeah, because I don't think with a DLC, they don't need to do like an extravagant overhaul. I just think they need to just add some little bit of spice, where people who have kind of put Mario Kart on the shelf will come back into the fold. Hardcore, like not like maybe a Mario Kart expansion. If Nintendo really wants to, add some value to their online experience, have a Mario Kart expansion. Now look at the people out there. You would pick it up. You would go ahead and if they had that expansion, would they offer? They just add that expansion on there. You will pick that up. You'd be like, all right, it's worth it now. Especially if you're an Animal Crossing fan and a Mario Kart fan, it's a no-brainer. And that would be dope. All right. Quake says, picked up Shadow of the Colossus, Horizon Zero Dawn Complete, and Tiny Tina Assault on the PS year-end sale. How much was that? How much was Shadow Colossus, Quake? Vic says, guess the name of Breath of the Wild 2. Wow, let me see. The Legend of Zelda. Golly, that was a good one. Legend of Zelda. Time of the Future. How about that? The Legend of Zelda: Time of the Future. Give me my royalties, Nintendo. Dave says Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door. Okay. Oh yeah, that's A Thousand Year Door was pretty good, man. I think that I would say Thousand Year Door was probably the best Paper Mario. I didn't play the first one, but it's on the Switch online expansion. Yeah, I have the expansion. I have not played it yet. Only game I've played from the expansion has been Star Fox. Legend of Zelda: Forgotten World. A Legend of Zelda: Air Supreme. $10. Golly, you won. Breath of the Wild, Electric Boogaloo. Where Link does the wobble. A Link. Okay, see that's a dope name. A Link to the Future. Oh my goodness. See, listen, your Quake is winning right now. Quake is winning. Vix is pretty good too. A Legend of Zelda: Step in Time. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's going on, Kenny from the A? What up, though? OG Switch, Light Dad. Hey man, listen. Right now we're just talking about. We got a couple things going throughout the chat. We're guessing the next Zelda. We're guessing Breath of the Wild 2's name. We also got a wish list of games we're going to see next year. And mine was definitely some form of football. My bad. You know, sometimes you be talking and then you kind of swallow go down the wrong pipe. It just happened. I'm surprised I didn't like cough my whole lungs out on this mic. Need that. And my second game is that, you know what? And I don't know why Nintendo don't do this. And y'all give me your opinion. I believe if Nintendo was like really trying to kill the game and make a ton of money, they would make, wait for it, Wii Sports Resorts 2 on the Switch. It was so many people would run out to not only buy a Switch for that game, but because you know right now everybody that got a Switch, you know they got the hardcore people play the Switch. I mean, and it ain't a bunch of it's not a bunch of people who just bought the Switch and just putting it down. People are playing, but if for just to get that extra market. That's all they need right there. Wii Sports Resorts would sell like hotcakes. It would sell easy 50 million. What's going on, Geeky? Hey, Geeky, I need to get your mailing address. I know I've had it before, but I got to get it again so I can send your control. Cause I sent everybody else's stuff off today. I think your stuff was the last one. So listen, hey Kenny. Speaking of Switch Lite, let me get to all this. Speaking of Switch Lites, my other prediction this year, and it's also Vic's prediction as well, is that we get an OLED Switch Lite. See, I think, and the reason why I say that, man, because one, you couldn't find a Switch Lite anywhere this Christmas. You could find an OLED Switch, but you couldn't find a Switch Lite. It had so many requests and parents coming up for a Switch Lite. It was crazy. I mean, people would come like, y'all don't have any one of those, because you know what? A lot of these parents are buying those smaller Switch Lite for their children. And so they would, like, we didn't get, like, during this Christmas holiday, man, matter of fact, I tell you, not even for Thanksgiving. My store, man, we got no new Switch Lites. None. I seen them at Walmart, but that was it. That's it. Chris getting that P controller, baby. Oh man, that would go down in history. Matter of fact, yeah, I think next year, man, I'm gonna play highlights. That was gonna be. Oh man, he said, "I love my Switch Lite." I'm gonna go through these comments. I love my Switch Lite. I listen. I just played my Switch Lite the other day, man. I have to admit, man, I love that D-pad, man. People like I don't understand even with this new Switch. I hope this new Switch, this new model, gets a D-pad because the D-pad on the Lite, man, is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Going to get the future Switch Pro though. Yeah, oh yeah, it's that no doubt. I think everybody in here, will probably get one. This is that's so funny. That is hilarious right there. Get it that peak controller, baby. Oh man, that was classic. That was absolutely classic. That was so funny. Oh man, I'm so glad we got a good community, man, and nobody took it, nothing personal. Everybody just kind of this is funny, man. It's funny, you laugh at it. That's one thing I teach my kids all the time, man. It's like you can't deny it was funny. It was funny, laugh. Don't take it personal. The bitter with the sweet, easy come, easy go. All right. Oh, it's Legend of Zelda. Trumpet of Gale. Okay. All right. Listen, that might. Or The Legend of Zelda: The Return of Ganon. Oh, The Return of Ganon. Dave says, I'm not a sports person, but I love the original Wii Sports. I remember it was the one thing that made me want a Wii. Like everybody else. I mostly love the bowling, which I did in real life too. Okay, see, and I would listen. The tennis to me, that was like my thing. You came over my house, we bowled and we played tennis, and you know what? That's how we got down. And the tennis was the truth. Ben got a new Switch Lite for Christmas, the dark blue. Oh, okay, look at Ben. Look at God. What did he ever have a Switch Lite? Agreed. The dark blue is the best Switch Lite. He said, "Where's the gaming news?" Listen, it's not a ton. It's not a ton with and I'll matter of fact, let me get to it. Because it's the gaming news is so light right now. Even though there's some news about release date done with Splatoon, one Reddit user says, hey, it's coming out in March. They gave it an actual date. It was like March 18th. But Emily Rogers came back and responded to that guy and was like, no, it's not true. That it's always been planned for a summer. I hope it is earlier than I don't want. To me, like Splatoon is such a game that I can dig into for a nice little while because we're gonna have what's in March? You got Kirby. You got so many. I forgot. You got so many games. So many non-Nintendo games that's coming out that same time, and you got Pokemon Arceus in a month. So you know what? We're gonna be all over the place. So not a whole lot of news. I would tell you it's definitely not a whole lot of news today, but we will go through what we can get through. All right. It has to do with time travel. With Re as a P face. Okay. See, that one is so nice. Listen, Geeky. That's why you gotta hijack it. You gotta hijack your Switch, and then do some videos. You gotta do it, Geeky. Hijack his Switch and do some videos. Or take your Switch and his Switch and do like a meetup. That'll be a dope TikTok. Wii bowling is legendary. It is absolutely legendary. I wake up at 6 a.m. I stay up just for your. Oh my goodness! All right, let's get it. Let's get into the news from my man Vic, because I definitely understand. He had the yellow one for 2 years. He broke something with the controls and had to use a controller with it. So finally replaced. Okay, all right, listen, all right. All right. Oh, there. Listen, I tell you, you gotta be careful. Them things is expensive. Splatoon 3 feels like around May, June. I just hope not, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. One gaming news is all that people quitting Ubisoft recently to have better work condition, and they should. I like, man, it's okay. I can go on a tangent about that, but listen, people are not gonna start paying you well until people start understanding their worth. Where are they going to go? EA, right? Let's see. All right, so what we're gonna do tonight? I'd like to I'm gonna switch screens real quick so we can get to some of this news. I usually go through and tag. All right, where we at? There we go. All right, let me move I'm a little big over here. Oh, Chris is still on that. All right, let me just scoop myself a little down a little bit. All right, I'm a little big. Let me go. Ooh. All right, there we go. All right, I usually go through. Okay, hold on. All right. See, Chris says, if Emily said summer, then that's the earliest. I can see June or August. Lesnar said, repercussions of time. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I hate, I'm one of them guys like, man, if any game I felt like, you know what, that caught me off guard, that I ended up falling strictly in love with Splatoon, and I would want it. I know my daughter would definitely want it sooner than later. I'm gonna see next week. I'm gonna try to get all the games and put them onto a calendar and get an idea of what that looks like. Cause there's so many games, man. What's on Shot Town in the building? Let me. I gotta get on the wheel real quick. If you guys take a quick look at the wheel real quick, if you don't see your name, please let me know so I can get your name onto the board. Shot Town in the building. What's going on, CT? Do you prefer first or third person games? I prefer. Oh, that's a good question, man. I would say I prefer third. I think I'm a third because you know what? I mean, I like Halo but I really like Gears. You know what? I like first person shooters. I like Metroid Prime. I love that series. When it comes to being competitive on the first person scene, I'm just not that good. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that said I'm the doctor. I'll come heal you, and I'll snipe people from the bushes. But listen, anything else, my hand and eye coordination not that good. Give me a scope, I go, pow, blow your head off from a distance. And I come down and put some Band-Aids on you. But I'm that guy. So I'll probably say more third than first. Oh, my bad. That was Vic's question. Vic said, do you prefer first or third person games? Shot Town in the building. Clicked on that Detroit Pistons tab. I bet the news in that section is depressing. Bad guerrilla tactics, boy. I'm telling you. You too funny. Mikey says, I was not surprised by the news of Final Fantasy 16 getting delayed. There was zero mentions of it this year. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't like when I saw the news article today, I wasn't like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it wasn't like they had a bunch leading up to it. Like, it's not like, it's different, man, when you see a game and you see it over and over and over again, and then on top of that, to seeing so much of it, then it gets delayed. That's a punch in the gut. But you know what? Final Fantasy 16, I didn't hear anything this year that I can remember. All right, let me get off of here. Go back to this. Boy, I tell you, listen, Guerrilla Tactics, man, dog, you are too funny, man. You're too funny. All right. E3 2022. Everything we know. Your boy is going this year. I listen. I know. All right, so the annual trade show is set to return in the summer. Your boy is going. I've already informed my wife that I'm going. I was supposed to go before COVID, and it got played. Let me turn this down. I'm a little bright. All right, good. I was really bright, overexposed a little bit. All right, let's see what they got going on here. Okay, well, okay, when nobody wins this. Will E3 be in person or online? Like the date? This is a question that may very well change. Yeah, okay. So they ain't saying nothing. All right, I can tell by how this article is being read. They're not really saying anything that they can confirm. All right, listen. I'm gonna go back to the article doesn't say if it's in person, Vic, but I think if it was to happen like next month, I think it would be if they had to announce it and it was happening next month, it would be in person. The only thing that's going to change that is to the trajectory of the country. And I'm going to say probably around March. That'll give you a good idea. But I'm leaning more it's going to be in person because of the fact that the Game Awards was in person. And so, and as long as the death toll, I hate to say it so casual, like, as long as the death toll of the country, I mean, death is death. And I think as a person, I don't want to be disrespectful for those who have lost people to this virus. But I think if this new strand is not taking people out and people are just getting sick, then it'll be in person. They'll probably have some crazy mandates. But it is what it is. Legend of Zelda. Some more. Man, listen, sometimes it's kind of hard for me to be in this chair because I'm a jokester, man. I like stuff that's funny, man. And when people like Quay post stuff like this, I just be laughing. It's just funny. All right. So listen, but I tell you this much: if it's in person, and you guys will be the first to know if I'm able to secure a ticket and get everything taken care of, I'm going. And I'm gonna be live streaming as much as I can. I don't know how that's gonna work, what that's gonna look like, but I will be prepared. I will be absolutely prepared. We're gonna go down. It's gonna be bananas. And if some of you guys make it out there, man, great, man. I'd love to be able to hang out with some of y'all. That will be dope to me, to be able to meet some of you guys out there, man, and just chop it up and just hang out and have a good time. So, all right. Hope to see you cover E3 and maybe try out some demos we haven't seen yet. Oh yeah, the key. Listen, the hard part about going to E3 is that doing it by myself is gonna be tough. That's to me. Like I think you got to be 18, but my daughter won't be quite 18 when I go. So I don't know how that works. If I can get her a ticket and they'll let her go, then I will probably let my daughter roll with me because she can help me. Especially with the video recording, things of that nature, carrying stuff. But yeah, I would definitely like to go. All right, let's get to a different news spot. Let me go to. I usually have my Nintendo news. All right, PlayStation database seems to have Sonic's Frontier penciled in with a 15th November release date. Okay, that sounds about right. I mean, think about it. Listen, this is one of the reasons why I would like to see Zelda come out this year, because that's a nice combo of games to be playing this Christmas, to have a Sonic game and some form of and a Zelda game together. Those would be nice Christmas gifts. I know for sure that my children will be blinking at me, especially for Sonic. And my kids, they love Sonic, man. Yeah, when it's all said and done, they ask my kid, that's like, oh no, we were Sonic we were definitely a Sonic over Mario. And I'm the complete opposite of Mario over Sonic, but it is what it is. All right, so I'm looking forward to E3 because I'm looking forward to seeing more gameplay of certain games. And I'm looking to see what Nintendo has for us for the next coming months. I think it's very possible that Nintendo announces a Switch Lite at an E3. I think it's very, very possible. Matter of fact, to be honest, I think it'd be very, very smart for them to announce at E3 because it will give people enough build up. Because you don't have to say, it's coming out in a couple months. Even if they say, listen, we got this at E3, and they say, for instance, they do it like Metroid to say we're going to release it in October, which would be a great time for people to dig in and get one because people are going to buy this OLED Switch Lite because people are fiending for the regular Switch Lite. And to be honest, I played for a nice little while. I played my Switch Lite more than I did my Switch because it was just so portable. It was nice to leave my Switch at the crib and just go back and forth. But right now I'm playing my OLED a lot more because I just love that screen. That screen is dope. The question would be though, will they make the Switch Lite screen bigger? That's gonna be do they stretch the bezels? I hope so. I hope they stretch the bezels on that bad boy. And oh man, could you imagine? Oh man, does it? Oh, I will be all over that. The only thing they got to do with the Switch Lite is one, just give it a little bit better battery. And give it a little bit better battery. Quake, man, you're killing me. But yeah, give me a little bit better battery on the Switch Lite, and of course the bigger screen. And to me, that's all they need to do for that light. And I will be all about that. What was the most you ever paid for a game? Oh man, that's a good question. I think I'm of the era where what's the Super Nintendo? Super Nintendo games were crazy expensive. So I think I might have paid $90 for a game. I know I paid $80. I think it was $80 for GoldenEye. I think GoldenEye was crazy expensive. It was either $70 or $80. But nothing. I haven't paid over $100 for a game. Nope. No, I have been pretty blessed to catch games at their retail. I haven't spent anything over that, but I have bought a $70 PS5 game, but that's it. Great question, Vic. Legend of Zelda. He's too gay. Boy, I tell you. Grit said, I got zero interest in a light OLED. For me, it's a Switch Pro or next gen console. I think that's where we're different. I like playing I like my Switch Lite. I like playing on the D-pad. I wish this new Switch had a D-pad. I just picked up because I got an OLED Switch, and I just picked up the Dolby controller for the Switch OLED, and I'm going to do a review on that. And but one of the reasons why I liked the old one because it had a D-pad. The D-pad wasn't the best, but it was still a D-pad. And I don't like the Joy-Cons. I mean, the Joy-Cons is to me is if anything about the Switch that's really novel, or I guess you say novel. I think I said that wrong. But however, will make the thing that's like it makes it kind of like a gimmick is the Joy-Cons, and because the Joy-Cons, they work, but then they're not super comfortable. They're not super comfortable. Man, Quag is killing me on these comments, man. I'm sorry. Oh, man. But you know what? Like I said before, the Joy-Cons are not comfortable where I'm like, oh, man, I just got to have it. But, okay, so listen. Gigi said, I'll buy an OLED Switch Lite. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know why? I hate to say it like this because it's cute. That's why it's cute, it's portable. To me, to be truly honest, it is the perfect portable system. I put a little grip on there, man. It is like the best. It's quick. You know what? I could take that bad boy. That's something. The Switch Lite is something that if I pull it out in a office somewhere, I don't got everybody and mama looking at me like, what is he doing? I could be even with the yellow one. I could still be low key. All right, let's get off of Zelda. So anybody else excited? I'm excited for Zelda. I think, especially, You get hype for Zelda games, not Zelda, but Sonic games, but then they play you. All right, if you know anybody who does not have a Nintendo membership, can try it for 7 days without using any platinum points. I don't think there's nobody here. I think everybody here has an online subscription, but you know what? You might know some people that don't. You'd be surprised. I get so many parents that come in. I was getting a lot of parents that come in. I'm trying to convince them, like, yeah, you probably should get the online. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying. I was like, it's $20 for the year. I'm not. Just give me the system. And then they come in the next day with like, you know, I'm having issues. I'm like, yeah, you have an issue. You don't got the online experience. What? I gotta pay for that to play online? I tried to tell you. So, all right, the Switch version of Demo has updated to version. I don't know what that is. I thought it would say it has a new demo, but it's not. It's called Demo. I don't think anybody here plays it, but if you do, hey, let us know how it is. Let me get off the story. All right, this was surprising, but not surprising as well. It says Twitch viewership grew by 45% in 2021. I mean, that's, to me, listen, from those who are content creators, you got to look at that and say, you know what? I need to be doing something more on Twitch if it's gaining that kind of viewership. I wonder, in comparison to, say, like your YouTube, you know, so how does Twitch compare, you know? I gotta stop looking at Quake's comics. Every time I start talking, I look up and it pops up. It's like, and like soon as Quake says something, it pops up like boom, and then he says this. Breath of chili dog. Oh man, too funny. All right, so I wonder how like the viewership compared to like YouTube. If you took all the YouTube gaming portions and compare that data with Twitch, I wonder how does it compare. But maybe I should do more on Twitch. So I mean, for content, I think this article is good for those who value content or who make content. You might want to look at this and say, dang, 45%. That's huge. I wonder, because it grew 45%. I just wonder what that percentage is. Like, let's see. What I want to do is say anything. It said Facebook gaming also seen an increase in viewers watching video game streams as viewership on the platform grew by 47% year over year as it reaches 5.3 billion hours. Oh, that's interesting. Which just goes to show how much of a formidable force Facebook is, despite the platform continued controversy. Okay, let's stop for a minute. Let's go ahead and just look at that. You know what? Facebook, man. Like I sometimes, you know what, I don't know what's going on with my restream, but sometimes I will broadcast also on Facebook. But I got to do something. There's something going on wrong with my end. I got to fix. But however, there are a lot that Facebook communities, man. Even though they can be quite toxic. You know, if you're ever on Facebook, hey, you know what, I got a Facebook group out there called Gamers United. Feel free to join it. Or you do search and type Gamers United. You know, I am definitely the controller of that particular group, and we got about almost 1,000 people in there. So, and you know, once again, I post a lot of my stuff, so you know when my streams are coming up, and I'll post. I find little news articles and stuff like that I think people need to see. I either post it over there, or I post it on Twitter. However, but those other communities, the other gaming communities that people start back, you know, them things are huge. You know, I'm a part of a couple of them that got well over 100,000 participants, and so that's just like one group. But you know what? I can see how how Facebook is definitely turning that corner, and it's going to even increase with this new switching format to go to this metaverse, more augmented reality, VR experience that they're getting ready to push out. I think, you know what? I mean, if you don't own Facebook stock, you might want to own some. Greta Texas says hot tub streams be putting me in the viewership numbers for Twitch. God, nobody. So I'm waiting to get the expansion pack when the Game Boy or GameCube comes out. how hard is it to get your own games backward compatible? You know what I mean? I don't think is I don't know how I don't know the issues with Nintendo because them guys has been doing video games for a long time. So to me, to get a hold and be and have some and push games out there with accurate emulation, to me should not even be an issue for Nintendo. You know what? To me, it's other people out there that can probably market their emulators and maybe they try to make it themselves and they quite didn't they know what they were doing. I don't know, but I tell you they're having some issues. But they shouldn't have issues. That's my only thing. They shouldn't have issues when it comes to emulation. See, I stopped watching Twitch. Why did you stop watching Twitch, Geeky? That's a good question. Me and my wife quit social media in 2018 when our first kid was born. Best choice we ever made. Oh man. You know what? I think if I wasn't doing what I was doing now, I'll probably lean toward that as well because it can be addicting. It can be a time sink. And you know what? As you get older, man, like right now, it's like I have to really value my time. I watched this guy on Instagram. His name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and he said something to me. He said something very profound. He was like, you know what, man, I don't have time for nonsense. It's like, you know what? He said the only reason why I'm on these social media sites is because it's become my business. And so the key is, like, you know, as we start to make business, like, you know, I can't mix the business with pleasure. So I'm trying to put some content out there, and you know what? If people like it, great. If they don't, they don't. But I agree. It's like, you know, no, I don't have time to dig into to sit around here because I've caught myself, like, you know, a couple of times last year. You know, you get on TikTok sometimes, it's like a rabbit hole. You just because sometimes the stuff be funny, sometimes the stuff is, you know. And I'm a sucker for fight videos. I don't know why. I do not know why. But them fight videos, I'm like, ooh, you know what? They catch my attention. But so I have to make sure I detach myself from that. And so and to be honest, speaking of social media, you know what? Like my children are in this, you know, in the school environment where, you know, a lot of their communication now is via some form of Snapchat, some form of Instagram communication. So, you know, you got to kind of like, you know, monitor that and teach them how to do other things. It's like, it's to me, it's really hard being a parent in this age. And so, I don't know. I know I went on a whole tangent, but I just show you how social media can really, you know, have a detrimental effect for you and your children if you're not paying attention. I don't know. I went off on a tangent. Sir Dan Dude says a new Fortnite season pretty fun. Most the sweaty players have stopped playing the game, so it's pretty easy to win now. Okay. I know, yeah, my son, he just started by playing Wi-Fi. He just got an opportunity to start playing because he's been on punishment for a long time. I like watching Twitch when I had a Wii U exclusively, but then I bought the other consoles and stopped playing my games in a small window. Haven't watched Twitch since. I prefer pre-recorded content. I can pause and come back later. Oh, you know what? That's where we look at it. Plus, hard to find clean family friendly stream. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna leave Geeky's comment up there because as a parent, that's one of the struggles I have. It's like, you know what? Making sure that I have to manage what my children are watching because some of these cats are, you know what I mean? Some of them are sick. Some of them are demonic. Some of the stuff they watch, I can be like, man, you know what? No, you got to be corrupting their spirit, man. So I gotta really pay attention to that as a parent. So once again, it gives you something else that you got to constantly fight because that enemy, man, he wants your children. Yeah. Geeky is right. Twitch can be accessible. It is right. It can't. It's like it's a couple people that I watch, but then you know what? Even the people that I kind of like to watch, I'm like, dang, you know what? You don't gotta cuss every 3 or 4 minutes. I'm like, you know what? And once they start doing that, I just cut it off. Like, all right, that was nice. And I ain't saying that I'm like, you know, I haven't cursed in my life, and you know, my pants are too tight. But it is what it is. All right, let's see. Let me keep it pushing. So Ben can only watch YouTube on the living room TV. His iPad has YouTube Kids. You really gotta guard what your kids have access to. Absolutely. Matter of fact, that is your job as a parent. It's a job as a parent. Like, you know, I'm like, I have some older teenagers now. You know, my son is 4. Listen, my son, my children are now 13, 14, 15, 17. And so they're older teenagers, and so you want to control as much as you can, especially by them being older. You got to kind of give them some free way to kind of talk about the things that they're watching or they're consuming, and just kind of give them a perspective without being so dominating as an older parent. I don't have time for it much either now. Yep, it's like, especially now, it's like, man, I have so many other things. Like right now, it's much like, I like playing games, and so my game time even has dwindled to a very small window because, you know, I'm doing so many other things that, like, man, after that, I get done with here, I got to edit a video, I got to edit some pictures. And it's like, I might get some playtime in the night because I want to play. Has anybody played, what's it called? It's a Back for Blood. Has anybody played that? What's up, champ? We ain't talking about you right now. This is you see how my kids tell me, what's up, Dad? You know, once again, these teenagers. There's gave me son, man. He in there, what's up, Dad? What's going on? What's up, Joe? How you doing, buddy? Listen, you know what, Joe? You entered tonight. My kids don't like to watch me for some reason or another. They probably, I don't know what it is, man. I would have put what's up, Dad. Joseph. Joseph was named one of my favorite Bible characters. I love Joseph in the Bible because he had to endure in every step. What's going on, Benj? Benj, made it to the stream. I'm glad you chimed out, buddy. You chimed right back off. Benj, man, we missed you for the Christmas stream, man. So if your time is precious, is it okay to be upset when a game comes out broken or incomplete? Listen, Vic, absolutely. Absolutely, because you know what? This like GTA. Like GTA coming out, it's like, man, I haven't been put in too many situations like that. But that GTA, I was like, man, I bought it digitally, because to me, if I'd have bought that game physically, I'd have argued and got my money back. But that was a game that, like, it got me. I was like, man, and there ain't too much I can do about it. It's like I'm just stuck with this garbage until they fix it. So yeah, absolutely, man. I was mad. That's why I was like, you know what? I got to let the other games to play, and it is what it is. Ben said, I'm so sad I missed the Christmas stream. Hey man, it was dope. It was dope. We had a good time. Chris got a pink controller. He was trying his best to get like the digital content. He wasn't trying to hear nothing we had that was physical. But he ended up winning the pink controller. Oh, my other son chimed in. Look at the little gaming family is chiming in. Hey Tyler, how you doing, buddy? But see, Tyler, you don't stay on. You're gonna say hi and you're gonna go off and do something else. So boo to Tyler. Sorry, I won't say it to you, son. I'm sorry. All right, let's say he said, I'm protesting if Joseph wins. Listen. Hey man, I let my kids get in here, man. If they're gonna take time to watch their pops, they get to play. He better. So a lot of games in 2021 came out that way, not just JT. You know what? Yeah, I would have to say, like, what's another game that I almost picked up, but it was I'm glad I watched the review on it. Was Darksiders 3. You know what? Another game that came out that's like super duper trash. It's like, man, it's not even fun to play. And what after I watched the review, I was like, man, man, I'm not picking up that game. I had it on pre-order. I said, and you know, they looked at me funny. So I was like, nah, I'm canceling that pre-order. You can put it on something else. Ben says I picked up an Oculus 2. Yeah, man. Listen, I listen. I think me, you, and Geeky all got one. I didn't get one. I bought one for my son. He has what he wanted. My son Joshua. He has what he wanted, and yeah, man. I really like that, man. I think that is definitely something that I can catch myself playing. I've only bought him 2 games. I bought him Beat Saber because I've played that. Beat Saber is fun. I tell you, if any game you start off with that Oculus Quest to get is Beat Saber. And I picked up, I bought him Resident Evil 4. Even though I know he's not going to play it because he's like, man, I don't know if he do all that scary stuff. But gave me that VR review. You know what? I think, you know what? Vic gave me that VR review. I'm going to work on that, Vic. Oh, yeah, that's something to think about. Hey, listen, I don't know why. I just let it slip. It was an impulse buy. My son loves it. Yeah, that's how it be too. It be them impulsive buys that get you all the time. So I don't play RPGs that don't respect the player's time. Yeah, I will tell you one thing, man. And I don't like RPGs. It's like my least favorite. But Shin Megami Tensei, it's pretty good, man. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's pretty good, and I'm starting to understand why people like RPGs because it's not so intensive, and your response time don't have to be so like right there. You know, sometimes you can kind of like cut off and think for a minute if you need to. So got my daughter one, and I'm going to buy one that's also. Yeah, I'm gonna get one, but I gotta see what's gonna happen. I think E3 is gonna tell a lot, especially from the Sony front. We're gonna find out somewhere around E3 what they're gonna do with their VR. Compare Oculus to Nintendo VR. That's funny. Ain't no comparison. Zero comparison. You know what? If I listen, I don't know about that. That wouldn't be fair to do a video about that. That'd be really, really doodling on Nintendo because I was like, man, that would be so funny though. Geeky said we got Beat Saber. It's fun. You could also watch videos and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched any videos yet, but I bet you it's dope. Can you watch YouTube from there? I gotta pay attention to that. Cause if you do, I gotta go and change some settings. I know how my son can get. Be watching this stuff, be so immersed, and it be middle of the night. He still got the headset on, bobbing. I would, man. He would get in so much trouble if I caught him on that game during a school night. I'm like, up, buddy. This is Daddy's VR now. All right. Listen. I like RPGs for that same reason. Listen, and my coworker at GameStop is trying our best to get me to go and play Fire Emblem, and I've bought it. I bought it last year, and it's on the shelf. But you can watch Netflix on the Oculus. That changed my whole chain of thought. I did not know that. What? See, I could see my son now. Nah, Dad, I'm watching this immersive experience. I might try. See, that just might convince me to pick one up. Golly. Oh, man. Because I can see myself in the living room like, man, I ain't paying attention to none of y'all. I'm on this VR set. But see, yeah. Oh, man. Listen. Okay. Chris, I said, I like JPRGs because you spend $60 on Persona 5, for example, and you get 100+ hours of it. I agree. And like, I haven't played Persona. You know, I like the art. I like the aesthetic. I like the story. Cause I've been playing Persona 5 Strikers, and I like it. I'm kind of digging the story, and so I might be convinced to go back and play it on the PS5. Say, okay, I'm definitely getting one when I get right. Listen, all right. Hey, listen. Hey, so where you at, Apox? Technology interpreters. Where you at? He said when I get home. Dang, man, you can play. Watch. I could see myself now in my chair. Oh man, listen. That might be that just might be the shout out to Binge, man. I did not know that. That was a nice little drop there. I'm waiting for 360 movies. Oh yeah, them three. Listen, Sardan dude, you right? That dude Nas album. Yeah, listen, I've been bumping it. He said, "Oh, you in Mississippi? All right, man. Be careful down there." I don't care about those types of games. I tried Three Houses, thinking because I like Mario Rabbits, I'd be like, I'd be into it. But I don't care about those characters at all. Yeah, but listen, I'm feeling the Shin Megami Tensei though. I think you go back and you might want to try that one. I think it's on sale right now for like $37, brand new at GameStop. I think I for that price, I ended up getting it for cheaper than that. I ended up getting it for like, I think I ended up paying like $24 for it. I caught it on a sale. Oh, dang, you got Natural Geographics too? See, listen, that's what my son gonna be watching. Damn, dude, you are too young to be listening to Nas. I like Nas' new album. It's just not as good as King Disease 2 is like. It's still in rotation. It's geeky. I just found the Elite strap with the battery pack at Best Buy that gives the headset balance. No way. We was looking for that for you know what I'm saying, for his hit. We got the grips. Oh man, Dave says I enjoy Persona 5 for the most part. About 2/3 of the way through, I got a bit tired of doing the same thing. That's one thing. Let's see that if I say if anything is wrong with JRPGs, it's the grind that is like, you know, I get tired of doing the same thing over and over, and I hope Shin Megami Tensei don't turn into that. So it's kind of tedious after a while. Yeah, I get tired of that. It said Picross S7 coming with touch controls. Okay, listen. You know what? The Oculus also has Tetris Effect. I really would like to see what Tetris Effect looks like in VR. I'm very curious, but I'm not curious enough to buy it. Sir Dan Dude said, "You're never too young." Yeah, that's right, Sir Dan Dude. Hey, listen. Death Row East, golly, that's my that I'm still bumping that. Dave says, also hearing the same song for over 80 hours got tiring. I wish they switched up the music a bit. Listen, I feel you diving. So, I need to check Best Buy. Right, we need to check Best Buy. I got a gift card too, so but I ain't trying to use my gift card on my kids. I know. So bad. The music in Persona 5 is heat, though. Yeah, I like the music on Persona 5, man. And he said, if it's the same song, I might get tired of it. Daniel, you could be listening to much worse. Absolutely. Shout out to Ben, man. I need my explosion on that one. That is absolutely correct. You can give Ben a shout out. Yes, sir. Because you can be listening to a whole lot of other garbage. At least this guy consciously, man. I love Nas because he give you something to think about. All right, I know this ain't a music channel. Let me get back to the news. All right, let's dip out of there for a minute. Japan, Nintendo Switch sells 176,832 units this week. The top 10 is all Switch games. Lil Nas is much worse. Absolutely. I totally, even though I am absolutely not a Lil Nas fan. Matter of fact, I even stopped playing his music without DJ. Like I won't even play Old Town Road. Even though like they live it down here, I'd be like, I didn't download it. I don't even play it no more. Even though I like the beat to Industry Baby, but you know what? When you listen to what he's saying, it's like, oh man, I can't even get into that. Me and my daughters are killing Halo. I can only imagine. I can only imagine y'all on Halo destroy cat. Listen, are you listen? I wish you would stream Halo. I would definitely come check out you playing Halo. Oh man, yeah, hey man, I wish I had more time because I would love to see now Halo. I'll get in and play with y'all. I don't know, man. Listen, man, I ain't that good at it. All right, but back to the story. Let's see. Top 10 Switch software, of course, Pokemon Diamond. Um, Geeky, did you pick up any Pokemon? Listen, I didn't pick my son. My son got Brilliant Diamond. Matter of fact, you said you do stream. Okay, good. I got to get into that. Ben says, I love this channel. You are good people. Hope and prosper 2000. Hey, man, for everyone on the stream, let's serve. Shout out to Benj, man. Give him the bomb. Matter of fact, no, we're going to say, we'll give him the kids. Benj in the building. Happy New Year to all my good people on the stream. This is the last one of 2021. You know, I need to go back and count up our stream. I'll tell you, we probably streamed over 100. I think I'm over 100 shows. Ted said, I'm a small, unknown channel that I stream on. Hey, listen, man. Apox is my guy, man. He is a great friend of mine's. If y'all get a chance, man, check out his channel, man. Technology Interpreters. He do some great stuff, man. I don't want to go too much into his business, but you know, he does cybersecurity, so he had a lot of stuff that's based upon that, and I think he's doing some streaming as well on there too. So go check out my guy. Give him a subscribe, man. He is good people. You know what? And I only hang around good people. He said, nah, no new Pokemon. You know, I'm gonna play it because my son he asked for Christmas. But let me tell you a quick story. Let me tell you how my son kind of played me. So we opening gifts. You know, we do this thing, and we wake up in the morning, we open gifts together, and I record them opening gifts. So my son opened up. He's like, "Oh man, I got Pokemon." He was like, Dad, this is the wrong one." He said, "I didn't ask for Shining Pearl. My Santa's Christmas list said, Brilliant Diamond." I was like, "Huh?" I love my son. I love him because he's so straightforward. He'll say things that he know gonna get him in trouble. It's gonna get him in trouble. It's like it's too late, but he can't lie. He's just gonna be. Well, I'm telling you about it. He can lie. He's lied before, but usually when he's being honest, he all the way honest. And so, of course, you know your dad. I took care of business and went back and traded it back and got him a Brilliant Diamond. I all I can do is laugh. Like I just love my kids. Did get Smash? You hold on, Geeky. You got Smash Brothers? Now that's saying something. If you got Smash Brothers, I'm gonna tell you your character. You probably playing with the Animal Crossing characters. He said, "Shake my head. What's the difference?" Listen, man. I don't know, man. Man, I don't know. I don't know the difference. I just say, all right, sir, I'll go back and trade it back. So luckily, I had to go to work at GameStop the day after Christmas, which I did not like, but I did, and traded it out for him. All right, back to the scene. We have Mario. Of course, you got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, number 1 with 116,000 copies. That's crazy. Mario Party Superstars has 60,000 copies. Dang. They almost had 500,000 just in Japan. I like looking people ask me before, like, why you keep looking at Japan numbers? I like Japan's number because one, they report every week, and second of all, it kind of gives you an idea of the potential sales, worldwide. But look at mine. Look at something like Minecraft at number 4. It's still just like producing. We sold a ton of Minecraft this year. Minecraft is gonna be the gift that keeps giving. Mario Kart, man, we sold a ton of that this year. It's in this one region. Mario Kart is at 4 million. Minecraft is at almost 2.5 million. Animal Crossing is at 7 million in Japan. I don't know this other game, but it's at 2.5 million. Pokemon Sword and Shield. We sold a ton. We sold a ton of these this year. I don't know why Sword and Shield was so popular, but it still sold 14,000. That's saying something. It's still Pokemon Sword and Shield is still selling. Y'all wait till Arceus drop, boy. Arceus gonna probably sell 10. I bet money Arceus sells about 10 million its first week. They gonna post about that one. All right, look at the hardware sales. Ring Fit Adventure, I forgot about that one. It's almost at 3 million. God almighty. Do everybody in Japan need to get in shape? Maybe it's the RPG element of it. I don't know. But let's look at the systems. Switch OLED, they produce them at high rate. Now, to me, I look at it like this here. Listen, because what's happening is, Geeky, and I could tell you how it is here, just here in America, even though this is Japan, but here in America, you got so many new gamers, so many people who have bought Switch Lights for their children, and then their children are still playing Minecraft, or they're playing it on other systems like Xbox or on their iPhone, and they want to play it on their Switch. So many people are getting that system and they're getting Minecraft. It's almost as popular as getting a Switch and getting Mario Kart. Yeah, so that's crazy. Okay, Gritter takes the exclusive Pokemon. At least I ain't a Playboy Cardi fan. Oh, okay, yeah. I ain't none of them cats fan. It's only certain rappers, man, that I play on my playlist in my car. I can't. None of these new cats get no kind of love. None of this new music. None of it. Except Nas, Busta Rhymes. That's it. So how is Minecraft still selling? Who doesn't have it? Right. It's like Mario Kart. I got 2 lights for my daughters this Christmas. All right. Dang, 2. Was it hard to find? That's a good question. Tyler has a comment. I can't believe it. Did you see the Nintendo eShop crash? Yeah. Did it happen to you? It happened to everybody. And you know what? Nintendo was like beforehand. Tyler, if you was on my show, you would have found out. But Nintendo announced that, hey, you know what? You should get your. They was saying that they did out tweet like, get your stuff set up early because they knew they're gonna have so many issues. And that, when those numbers come out, we're gonna figure out that Nintendo probably was a lot more successful than we could ever imagine. Silk Sonic, buddy. Silk Sonic, man. Listen, agreed. Another one that's in the playlist. I forgot about Silk Sonic. So yeah, Tyler. With so many Switches being sold for the Christmas holiday, it was this was an easy one to kind of predict. Yeah, but Nintendo was warning people like, hey man, get yourself logged in, get yourself created beforehand, before you won't be playing no games. So I could not get on the eShop on Christmas Day. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I think the best move was to get your kid stuff set up early, and because like my son Joseph, he got a Switch, but I don't think he set it. He could set it up, and that was my fault. I should have set it beforehand, but he all right. He still got his old Switch, so he just pretty much took all the games that he bought and played it on his old Switch. All right, so back to these sales numbers. I mean, think about it. Listen, if there's a true issue in manufacturing, Nintendo is still pumping out almost 100,000 Switches, and you know what? They did these same numbers. Y'all remember it now? If you can take it in your mind back to the beginning of 2021, when like those months, like January, that first January month, they was cranking out numbers just like this for the whole month of January. I mean, it was like 100,000, 200,000 that whole month of January. So I look at like what they're producing, what they're putting out there, just for this one region. So 93,000 Switch OLEDs in 1 week, and they having issues with chips. The regular Switch sold almost 50,000. Switch Lite, another 37, almost 38,000. More than 37,000. I mean, that's a lot of Switches that's being produced for one region, and I know Japan is not their biggest region, so. Oh boy. Somehow we were able to download Fortnite on Christmas Day. That's all that matters to him. 3DS eShop keeps crashing. When I tried to buy Atlas games, okay, they were on sale. That were on sale for $7 to $10. Eventually, it started work. Okay. Oh man, no, Takashi said absolutely not. Absolutely not. I keep trying and finally got out. All right. So it must be getting better by now. So have you played the new Halo yet? Absolutely, and it's phenomenal. It is really, really good. Matter of fact, I might play a little bit tonight. But yeah, the Halo is good, man. The Halo is good. I wish I was better. I wish I was a better first person shooter. What did everyone get in the sales? I didn't listen because I have everything right now. I pretty much want it, so it was like no sale for me. Like it's no reason for me to even look at the sales. Like it says I wish I liked for I. Huh? I don't know what you said. Cool breezy. But look at I want you to look at the PlayStation. The PlayStation digital version was 874 units. I bought my oldest son what you call it, a digital version of the PS5, but I have not seen him in the store since I bought his back when they launched. That's the only time I've not seen him in the store. I haven't seen us GameStop getting him. That's it. I mean, I just haven't seen him. Oh man, cruising. Listen, if you want a dope, all the games you got were crazy good. Cause I think Saints Row was like $2 and something, wasn't it? It was some crazy price. It was definitely worth picking up. See all them games I got them all. Cruising Blast, man, is fun, man. Hades, you can't go wrong. Saints Row, for the price they was offering, it was like a no brainer. Yeah, it was $279. I thought it was some crazy price. That was smart. They probably sold it about another 100,000 copies just on that price adjustment. That was smart. Let's see. I should be clicking on these. What about that Nerf game? You jumping back on that game of the year content? Man, that game was hot garbage. If you see that Nerf game, man, you pass on that. That was terrible. I felt bad for I just at least thought it was gonna be, cause it looked kind of decent on the back. I was like, oh, this might be kind of decent. I said, man, this is some bull. Let's see. The building thing gets me. Can't do it. Okay, you're talking about Fortnite. Yeah, I agree. You know what? I mean, I understand the purpose of it, but I don't like doing it. I just want to shoot, kill, move on to the next. Big Brain Academy is good. I need to record a video on that too. I need to also recording some video and playing some games on my Lite again. All right, let's see. I know we going back and forth on these different tangents, but I like to respond to my people. But the sales numbers are crazy, and so I foresee this trend continuing. So the big thing for me, if Nintendo is able to put out this many consoles and sell this many, you know what is that really saying about the chip shortage, and how effective is the chip shortage happening to Nintendo? Or or are they playing smoke screens? Are they just putting some stuff out there so we can be like, if they slow down, they can have something to fall back on? I don't know, man. That's a lot of systems for them to be, in a switch, in a shortage, Or did they stockpile that many chips to be able to be competitive? I mean, I hope so. I don't know. I don't know. To me, I would if I'm one of these companies, I'm trying to figure out ways to make my systems or create my own chips. I mean, be like Apple. Just make your own chips. You can probably make that. They can probably figure out ways to make that same part they need that they're getting from some other supplier. Eliminate the middleman. All right. Did anybody? Listen. I need to go back and watch these Pokemon episodes. The final episode of Pokemon Evolution now available today. The Pokemon Company International unveiled the final episode of Pokemon Evolution, a new animated limited series created to celebrate 25 years of the global entertainment franchise. I need to check this out. Okay, so it's on YouTube. Let's see. Let me hit pause before I get play. Okay, the Discovery. All right, the official Pokemon YouTube channel. So you can watch all. I think it's like 8 episodes, but you can watch each episode. I wonder how. Oh, I guess these episodes are kind of short because this one right here says 9 minutes. I need to watch them all. I bet you it's really good. Let's see. I wish I could like Fortnite. I agree. I like. It's okay with me to watch my son play because he's pretty good, but that's it. Halo Infinite ain't no Doom Eternal. But it's good though. Let's see. I mean, so the character cool, Mandalorian, etc. As soon as I saw you struggling for that damn near 20 minutes in the movies, I knew that game was a long fun. Yeah, yeah. It was like, man, that was brutal. Was playing with my girl earlier. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Listen, I agree. Like, matter of fact, hey man, I can't get it. I can't do it tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Nintendo has V2s and lights mass produced. They had to, but still, I mean, but think about those OLEDs. How many OLEDs they pushed out there? Nintendo's using the same SoC. Nintendo doesn't have a shortage, but it's not the chips necessary. It's not the main processors that's in shortage supply. It's the transistors that's like all the companies, including Nintendo, Apple, they all use these like certain transistors. And I know one of them for sure that Nintendo uses is I think it's made by AMD. However, but I know like that particular part is in short supply. So my thing is like, you know what? It's not the actual CPU chip. It's the other little bitty chips that kind of goes around that kind of helps the switch. Like, in my face, like the power control something. I forgot the name of it, but I know that particular part is produced. I think it's not AMD. It's by IBM, one or two, and I know they have issues, keeping that particular part in stock. So I think from that perspective, Nintendo can probably design a way to get around that. The chip shortage is affecting computers, supercomputers, and the auto industry. Video games are far down on the scale of who gets these chips. Agreed. So Chris. So that's my reason of questioning, like how much of this is really affecting Nintendo. Bitcoin miners working for governments are much higher priority. you best believe they are. Military is much a higher priority. The CIA, laugh out loud. But y'all crazy. All right, let me get off of this here. Oh, I'm tripping. Let me go here. I think that's where I was at. So, has anybody seen the Pokemon episode? I know my son will probably like it. I need to watch it myself, especially if they're like little bites of like 8 or 9, 10 minutes. You know, you could probably watch the whole thing in about a little over an hour. Okay. Do anybody play Mario Kart Tour? I did. I passed on Mario Kart Tour. I was like, ah. So as you guys have seen, as I'm going through this list, there's not like a whole lot of new news. But Cruising Creator says online multiplayer is the next goal for Cruising Blast. Man, oh man, I'm telling you. Nintendo is getting affected. They are low on the waiting list. Okay, yeah, okay. I know. Typically, gaming would be low on the waiting list. However, they're still producing at a high volume. That's my point I'm trying to make. Like their production of what's going out there is just a little bit lower than what they were producing the same time last year. You know, and so if we've been in this global pandemic or this global chip shortage, you know what? How much of this is really affecting Nintendo, or are they playing coy with us? So that's my only thing with that. That's my only question I have. I'm not saying they are. It could be affecting them. They could have had, millions stocked up before the pandemic. I don't know. But I swear that OLED just came out. And they still, they cranked out 100,000 in one region. When it's all said and done, we're gonna find out that they've sold a lot more OLEDs than you can conceive. I got your question. When the financials come out for 2021, how many OLEDs have Nintendo sold between the launch and okay, my bad, I was looking at another comment. How many have they launched in this small period of time? Are we at 1 million, 2 million, 3 million OLEDs, 5 million? Matter of fact, let's say, hold on, let me go back to that. The sales numbers. Where is that? So in Japan, let's see. Okay, so in Japan, they sold over 500,000 OLEDs already. Yeah, almost 700,000 OLEDs. So how many OLEDs? So we saying maybe what, 3 million? We thinking 3 million worldwide? That's it. That's my question. Okay, all right. Let me go for that. See, it's not a lot of it's not a lot of news. Did anybody see the Matrix? That's a good question. Has anyone seen the Matrix? If so, tell me what you thought. All right. Nintendo Switch eShop is back up after many experienced outages on Christmas Day. They were like, Daddy, why Santa not gonna give me my games? The Batman HBO Max streaming date reconfirmed by Warner Media CEO Jason blah blah blah. All right. So this is good information. Batman will arrive on HBO Max for all subscribers on April 19th, 2022. 46 days after it arrives exclusively in theaters. Oh, so that means so it comes Batman beginning on March the 4th. So March the 4th, I need to make that happen. March the 4th, Batman. Yes. I still haven't seen Spider-Man. And don't ruin it for me in the chat, please. But I got to check it out. I'm checking out with my son this week. All right, now they come get you. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm sorry, good people. My excuse me. Please forgive me. So all Warner Brother films in 2022 are having a 45-day exclusive theatrical window. Okay, which is to me is kind of smart, because to be honest, I don't want the movie theaters to go away. I would like to go back to the movie theaters. I enjoy that experience, and that's something like me and my family we did all the time. We always go to the movie theaters to go see, especially big shows. Good Jackson, I'm going out like Tony Montana. They come for me. It's funny. But like I said before, like I want I like to go to the movie theater, so I'm okay with going to see Spider-Man, even though I know if I just wait a couple months, it'll be on Disney Plus. But I'm definitely going to see Spider-Man because I heard it was just that deal. But I have not seen The Matrix, and I've heard okay reviews of it. I heard it was like okay. Ooh wee! But speaking of Spider-Man No Way Home has officially earned $1 billion at the global box office. See, it would take Marvel to make to make that happen, to bring people back to the theaters. I'm also watching Batman before HBO Max. Guess it. I ain't no theater. I'm probably going to Spider-Man tomorrow. I think The Matrix is on HBO Max. The Matrix is on HBO Max. I just haven't digged into it yet. But Spider-Man is definitely. I'm going to see that on the 30th. I got a basketball game. We're in a basketball tournament these next 2 or 3 days. So I'm hoping to get done and home early enough to spend some time with the fam and get some gaming in. All right. Let's see. But that's crazy. $1 billion. So that tells you it had to be like super good to make a billion already. Yeah, me too, Tyler. Listen, if you was down here, buddy, we'd be going to see it ASAP. But I need to get into it. All right, Tyler. I look at you sticking around now. Your brother Joseph, he ain't sticking around. I'm gonna talk about him too. Scarlet Nexus, the series review. You could tell I'm reaching for news because it's not a whole lot of good new game, especially gaming news, especially on the Nintendo front. But I didn't even know that this was okay. Play the game first before watching. I mean, but I like that's probably a good anime, but I definitely I wanted to buy it. I should have bought the game when it was dirt cheap. I could have got it for like $7, but I didn't pick it up. That's the one thing about working at GameStop, man. They'll change the price real quick, and you'll be like, "Oh man, I gotta get that." It's a Marvel film. Don't they just come out the gate at $1 billion? Right, but not all of them. Spider-Man though. That other Marvel movie, was it Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi? That was good. That was really, really good. Oh, the game is on Game Pass. See, that's the reason why I didn't pick it up. Well, that's good to know. I need to make sure I make that happen. All right. Xbox Games with Gold, January reveal. They probably got some garbage on here. Oh man, I just want a list. I don't want to have to go through all this. All right, I'm not watching no videos. All right, listen, I'm not okay. Okay, here you go. Microsoft has announced that Xbox games would go for January are I don't know what the game is. And Space Invaders Infinite. What? They got some. They really trying to push people for Game Pass. I would never. All right. All right. Let's go to a different. Let's check out what's going on the Xbox front. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout will hopefully arrive on Nintendo Switch in 2022. Who cares? I hate this. I hate to be this brutal, man, but you know what? They missed their window. Shame on it. Listen, they missed it. When it was at the hype, this game should have been automatically developed with the mindset of having Switch, involved. And them waiting this late, man, that's on them. I was like, I don't think even when that game dropped, it's not going to do well on the Switch. It's like if they market it right, it might have a little push, but nah. When it was at this hype, that's when they should have just gone in and dropped it on the Switch. Yeah, Batman looks great. I'm loving. Listen, the verdict is still out on Zoe. Yeah, it's still the verdict out. I don't know. I got to see him in real action. Because you know what, man, the Dark Knight was still my Batman. My guy right there. Question, not necessary. Since the pandemic, they did Black Widow, Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was good. Has anybody seen an Eternals? I heard that was like, somebody say it was just long. Not enough to put butts in the seats. Yeah. But Shang-Chi was good. I've not seen the Eternals yet. I need to check that one out. Black Widow was okay. Wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Out of those three, Shang-Chi was definitely, I didn't see Eternals, so I wanted this on Eternals. But Shang-Chi was good. Way better than Black Widow. Way better. Not sure how I feel about Twilight Vampire as Batman. Agreed. But I'm willing to check it out. If he sparkles with injury, I'm out though. Oh man, golly, boy, I salute you, man. You so funny, man. Oh man. Oh man, Greta Tactic Dog, you was crazy, man. I can't stop laughing. That's funny. That's huge. You should want to laugh. People gotta learn how to laugh. Man. That's funny. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, back to this game, man. I was intrigued about Fall Guys when it was at its height, but the mere fact that you're gonna come out in 2022 with all the games that's coming, buddy. Stop it. One question. Do you sparkle? You will. Oh man, you guys is wild, man. That's what, like Ben said earlier, man. I love this channel, man. I love this community, man. That's just too funny. I don't know what my Mondays would be without you guys. All right. Let's see. Okay, so PlayStation 5, Xbox X, Nintendo Switch game system hard to find due to shortage. I would tell you, man, listen, them OLEDs is not hard to find like they were, because even my store, we sold we sold our last two yesterday, but I was able to look at the shipment coming, but we getting 12. We probably get 12 today. 12 new OLEDs. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, that's like all this shortage. Like, man, I don't think it's gonna be I tell you what's gonna be it's gonna be a shortage. Those, if it's gonna be one, it's gonna be like that March, April, May month. I think people gonna better still find one, and it starts to taper off like that end of March, because people forget Pokemon Arceus is next month. I'm picking that up. So I can buy an OLED on Amazon. I said, listen, man, they're in plenty of supply, man. That's why I'm like, man, are we really in this shortage? Is Nintendo really in this shortage, or they just trying to ride the wave? All right. I'm not gonna dig too much into the story. I just like the title just caught me off guard. It's like, you know what? But I tell you one thing. GameStop can't keep no controllers. If you're looking for a PS4 controller, good luck. I don't know how it is everywhere else, but I know down here in Georgia, man, them bad boys is like liquid gold. I think my whole time. Now we get used ones all the time, but them used ones don't even stay. They come in, they go right back out. But new controllers, Xbox controllers, we don't keep them in. PS4 controllers, I think we got 4 my whole time. Listen, Chris gave a great point. That's not news. This is a good point. Labor shortages too, due to COVID. Japan got hit real bad when things were okay over the summer into the fall. Okay, all right. So that's a good point. The point I didn't consider is that, you know what? I know for sure. Like, you know, we're dealing with labor shortages over here in the U.S., but ours is different. Like I wanted to go to Five Guys, but they had to close it like at 3:00 because they didn't have nobody to work. I was like, shoot, man. I don't know what it's a lot of people that that's not going back to work. That's not going back to work for somebody else. That's trying their best to figure out how they can make money on their own. And some people are winning, and some people are not. And some people just chilling, and they're gonna they're gonna ride this unemployment out till the wheels fall off. And I ain't mad at them, not one bit. However, the system is being jolted because there's people out there who are not working, and what's going to happen is if you're not working, these companies going to find ways to make money, and they're going to find ways to have things be created without humans. And you know what, you're gonna find a robot back there making that all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. That patty hasn't been all beef in 20 years. Matter of fact, shout out, man, if you still go and you eat a Big Mac from McDonald's. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Cannot. Like way before Omicron. Okay. So they probably bought to get hit bad again. Yeah. Pandemic unemployment got cut off September 4th. Okay. But people still not working though. So I'm trying to figure out like what's the real reason. I've run into plenty of stores who have short attention span. Right. Listen, I have not had a McDonald's any. Okay, to the back. I do get the frappe. That frappe is delicious. If it's made right, extra caramel, I mess with the frappe. I do mess with the. If y'all have not had the cookie tote, oh my goodness, I would challenge you to go get the cookie tote. Now, the great thing about the cookie tote is that when you order it, they have to make your cookies fresh. So you get fresh, hot, piping cookies. If you got a cookie fix, if you just then go to McDonald's and order the cookie tote. No matter what's going on, they got to make them fresh. They ain't back there sitting chilling. They got to make them bad boys fresh. They come out hot. And they are delicious. I'll just put it out there right now. Shout out to McDonald's on the cookie tote. But they burgers, chicken, I can't mess with it. And manufacturing requires large groups of people in small spaces to do the job because it becomes difficult with social distancing. Yeah. Okay. All right. So thanks, Chris. I'm glad you brought that perspective. I love this channel, man. He brought a perspective that I wasn't even thinking about, and that's probably true. So it's gonna be these next couple months is gonna be interesting. I really I hope I get a Steam Deck this year. I hope it doesn't come to a halt. All right, this is Gritter Tactics says, I'm fine with 20% beef, 20% beef patty made by a robot. There is no question of whether or not the robot spits in my food. True. True. Listen, I don't know if you've been to your local McDonald's of late, and the people who are working there, some of them have no teeth. So I question that sometimes. Like, if every time I look up, and then you know what, you just listen. If you go from I've seen this at the McDonald's where they go from being outside smoking. I'll pull out they smoking their brains out, and then the next minute they in. By the time you get around, you can kind of see them in the back making sandwiches. You be like, dog, I don't know if I don't even want that sandwich, cause all that smoke in your clothes is getting into my food. I'm not a smoker, so I diss smokers. Sorry. The cookie, it's called the Cookie Tote, TOTE. It is $4 and I think it's 50 something cents. It might be a little bit more than that, but it's less than $5. But you get 13 hot cookies, and boy, they delicious. I ain't even front. I try my best to stay away from McDonald's because at one point in time, man, I was getting them all the time, and my kids are no. Cause I walk in, cause the smell would engulf the room, and they be like, "All right, Daddy got cookies." I can't see their mouth being behind their mask, but if they don't have teeth, I am happy for the mask. Nah, listen, could they be outside and then they be I'm like, what? Where your teeth at? And you 28 years old. Meth mouth. All right. A lot of y'all guys, if you got an Xbox, man, hey, do I have that controller? I do have that blue controller. I really like the Xbox controller. If a matter of fact, I like the Xbox controller. I think more than my PS5 controller. Yeah, I don't. Is that my favorite? It could be. All right. See, once again, like it's not a lot of news going on the Xbox front. Let me go down here to Nintendo Life. Okay, well, we talked about the release date on there. All right. Sakura believes he was able to fully complete Iwata's final mission. The Smash Brothers director is now thinking about what's next. As you might recall, Super Smash Brothers was the final mission assigned to Master Sakurai by the late Satoru Iwata. The Switch entry went on to become a huge success and has now sold over 25 million copies worldwide. After the game shipped, Sakura next mission was to release all the DLC, and he now also has done that. Okay, I messed that all up. Okay, I agree. They said, has the mission finally been completed then? In an email interview with IGN from earlier this month, Sakura confirmed that he had completed Iwata's assignment. Yes, I believe I was able to fully complete the mission, or this mission. As for what's next, Sakura still not entirely sure about the future. In the same interview, he reiterated how if Nintendo asks him to make another Smash game, he would have to think about it. At the same time, he may not necessarily continue down the path of creating more games, but could still stay within the game industry. He wants to keep an open mind and consider all possibilities of what could come next. At least now, Sakura has completed the final mission, and we're sure Iwata would be proud. Yeah, he would be, because you know what? I think I look at Smash Brothers, man, and I look at it from a technical masterpiece. Is that how well that game is optimized to be enjoyed on the Switch? You know, hardly no load time. You get into a game, you get tons of content. You know, when people come into GameStop and they ask me like, man, what's a good game? You know, my kid can play and they can just dive into and won't get bored. I always point them to Smash Brothers. Like, man, you can play Smash Brothers. I mean, you can go through every character and complete the story for every character, and then play online. If not play online, you know, it's just you can practice all day long. It's just a good game. Oh, listen, I messed up some comment. Legend of Zelda goes to the dentist. Oh, oh, man! If all their teeth fell out, they should have with some teeth under their pillow. Their tooth fairy had made them. They wouldn't have to work at McDonald's. Oh man, makes sense. Link has to wear a face mask. Oh man, I want it on Microsoft Games panel. The VGAs confirmed. Wow, too funny, man. All right. Another good question is: Do you guys believe we get a? I think we get a Donkey Kong this year. I think we get a new Donkey Kong game this year. I think if anything, that game is about that time. Yeah, this year is going to be definitely interesting from a video game standpoint, because you have a lot of unknowns. You got things that's coming. I really want to see how the Steam Deck in 2000. I'm really looking to see how Steam Deck affects the video game industry. Because I think, even though right now it's kind of under the radar, and because the first systems haven't launched yet, but they're getting ready to start launching. I think I think next month. It's going to be interesting when people start getting them into their hands and getting out there, start playing these games and how they look. So I'm looking forward to the Steam Deck. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on a analog pocket. I was able to getting that second round of pre-orders. I'm looking forward to that. I think the new Kirby game is going to be. I think the new Kirby game is going to catch a lot of people off guard. Well, at least I hope it is. I just right now from the direction it looks like, I just think that game, if done correctly, can be phenomenal, and once again give us another experience that we was not expecting. So keep your eyeballs on Kirby. Splatoon, whenever it drops, is going to be phenomenal. Can't wait for that's another guy that cannot wait for Donkey Kong and the last Kirby in the same year. Yeah, that's the Last of Us Kirby. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Yeah, so I think Nintendo they are positioned to once again have another dominating year where everything, like this pandemic, to be honest, if anybody, it's really worked for Nintendo. If you look at any of the video game companies that say like who really benefited from the pandemic, it was Nintendo, because Animal Crossing, boy, is still selling, and like every little girl, especially every little girl I know who've come into GameStop, or their parents, they got a daughter, they got a Switch, they get Animal Crossing. It was just the way Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, So I think Nintendo they're in position, man, to really, really, have this another dominating year. And I don't care even if the chip shortage was to ease up a little bit towards the end of next year, and Sony started selling more, I just look at what Sony has to offer, and if you put Sony's lineup, what they have to offer, and Microsoft's together, I still don't think they touch Nintendo. I still don't think, even with God of War possibly coming out this year, even with Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West, they had so many games in line to really put Nintendo in a position. To really put Nintendo in a position to dominate not only this year but also next year. And you let next year come and there's a new console. I just, you know what? I would love to see a Switch Lite released like around E3. Let a Switch Lite release. Give us a OLED Switch Lite with some different colors. and give us a Splatoon 3 theme Switch Lite, buddy. God almighty. It's gonna be crazy. So this year is gonna be it's gonna be great. I'm really hoping that 2K comes through with their football game this year, and I think it is because it'll be about 2 years. But you know what? I don't. It might take 3 years to get it right. I don't know. But maybe at 2 years is enough time to get that game out there so people can see what's going on. Um, EA Sports it'll be 2 years because they announced that college football game. So I would love to see that college football game come out this season because my Michigan Wolverines will be good. Shout out to my son Tyler. He a Michigan State fan. But Michigan State got popped. Golly. They beat Michigan on technicality. They just, they barely skated through Michigan. And I hope they're happy with that because I don't even know what bowl game they in. They in the bowl game? They probably play like on the 28th of of December. I'm going at my son because you know what? When Michigan State beat Michigan, him and his mom was calling, leaving messages. Michigan State. But when they got popped, when Ohio State put a basketball score on them, you hear nothing. Church mouse. Cricket, 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 cricket. Didn't hear nothing from them. No call to say, hey, Dad, we lost. We got beat up real bad. And then y'all lost to Purdue. Y'all not even a real football team over there. Stick to basketball, Michigan State. Stick to basketball. All right. To get to some of these comments. I had to get my son. I had to get him. Let's see. Chris said Nintendo won't release all their franchises in 1 year because they don't want them to be to compete with each other. Well, think about it. Listen, they're gonna have. I don't know about that one, man. Think about the first year. The first year of the Switch, they had what? They had Splatoon, they had Mario Kart, they had Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. I think I'm missing something. I'm missing a game. They had ARMS. You know what? I hope ARMS 2 drops. I hope we get a whiff of that. I hope they just don't shelve that particular that franchise. I hope they, because ARMS is good, man. I can go for, especially now that Smash Brothers is gone. Like there's no more Smash Brothers, content. To me, it's ARMS should get an opportunity. I think one of the reasons why ARMS kind of faded away because of Smash Brothers. So now you can bring ARMS back into the fold. Be great planning. I just hope we get Wind Waker finally. I think so. I think Wind Waker. I think that's a. Cause think about it. So think about it. Even if we get if we get a Metroid remaster, we get a Wind Waker, some other Zelda remaster, right? Possible Breath of the Wild 2 depends on the schedule. Kirby, Splatoon, possible Donkey Kong. I mean, listen, this ain't franchises. You know what? Even with that lineup right there alone, you got a dominating year. But you know what? Especially if Breath of the Wild 2 drops. Especially. We'd rather play that again than Breath of the Wild 2. What? Shame on you. Shame, Chris. Shame. So I love that game. I do too. But I love Wind Waker because I love the art style. It's one of my favorite Zeldas. I still picked Ocarina of Time over Wind Waker only because of the emotional attachment that I had to that game. That music, the music from Ocarina of Time, man, it just rings in my ear. It's just so good. But if I had to rank my favorite Zeldas, it would be Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, then Wind Waker. They're my top 3. All right, PS5, Xbox Series X launches. and slow software development gave Nintendo time to uh, re-strategize while in the lead. Um, I'm gonna take you back before that. I think having the Wii U go off the cliff allowed Nintendo to really sit back and plot this time in their life right now. I don't even think that slow start. I think that this plan that Nintendo had was already years in the making. I think they checked out from the Wii U probably about a year and a half into it. They were like, all right, this is not working. We're gonna have to take this L and re-strategize. And I think they've done a great job. And I think the slowdown on the PS5 and the Series X just help aid into that plan and allow them more flexibility to kind of really plot for this year. Cause think about like these next 2 years when you come in gaming, you think about Nintendo. You know, one thing we haven't even talked about is Odyssey 2. We haven't even talked about Odyssey 2. We've been so focused on Metroid and The Legend of Zelda that we haven't even talked about Odyssey 2. And you know that's coming because it came in the same year as Zelda. So you know it's coming. You know what? Now imagine this, right? Hey, they delay it. Let's say for instance they delay Breath of the Wild 2. And they delay Mario Kart, whatever. Right? And they launch with Odyssey or the new Odyssey or like just in that window. Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, and Odyssey all in the launch window. Then you have what you would have is another rebirth of 2017. That strategy they should never go away from. So for even though I would definitely want Breath of the Wild this upcoming year, I wouldn't want to wait another whole year for it. But I'm all right with that. If the plan is to continue that same process all over again, just give us these heavy hitters that first year of the system where you just want to just dig back into it. The internet and message boards think Nintendo is dropping the ball, but they are the only company releasing games. Absolutely. I don't know. Sometimes, man, people who are just like gamers are not I'll consider myself a Nintendo fan. I am a fan. I think I think this company and the things they produce, man, changed my life in a trajectory, man, that has been very, very positive for me. And so I'm a fan, but I'm a fan of gaming as well. But I don't get so hung up on one particular system besides Nintendo. I do get hung up on Nintendo, but the facts are the facts, man. Nintendo is the releases is coming on the Switch. To me, if when I go to talk to people about what system to recommend, I recommend the Switch all day because they got so many games. They got so many great games that you can dig into right now. They got games that came out at the launch of the system that I recommend all the time. Of course, like Breath of the Wild, but like Luigi's Mansion, man. People just kind of like, they forget about that game, but Luigi's Mansion, man, is top shelf. So, oh yeah, I totally agree with this statement right here, man, because they be going crazy. Oh, sir, down there, I know you left, but you made it back. I'm glad you did. He said, I think Super Switch chips is more affected by the shortage than Switch family. Okay, I can see that. And the Bloomberg article was accurate, but plans got pushed. And they figure out, let's use the OLED. Totally agree, because I always take it back to God, what's that president's name? Seguro. No, that's Miyamoto. No, but whatever the president's name is, I'll take about his comment. He always said, "Listen, it's how important it is for Nintendo to keep momentum." So I think making that decision to the OLED was a decision they didn't want to make. They wanted to have a new Switch out because this is around that 5-year mark when they usually switch gears anyway, and then they keep that Switch on board for that 7 to 8 year push. Now they had to delay it because of the chip short. So I agree with this statement. I think, yeah, like you said before, I think it affects more of the new Switch than the current Switch. But some of their statements make it seem like, it could very well affect these current Switches too. So I hope that they are able to acquire enough to have a massive launch whenever it happens. I'm just hoping to get my hands on one. All right. Gorilla Tactics says, Pokemon, Kirby, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Splatoon, all in the same year. I think we're in line for a Nintendo Direct with the words "Please understand" in it. Some things is getting delayed. That was supposed to be Splatoon 3 Fat Fingers. Chris said Donkey Kong Country and Breath of the Wild 2, 2023. Breath of the Wild was boring to me. Oh, buddy. Chris, man. Woo. I might have to trip you down the stairs. He said if PS5 and Xbox Series S took off, Nintendo would be suffering right now. No. I now that I disagree. They wouldn't be as successful as they are right now. But they would still be running, like they would still run the table in Japan, and I think they wouldn't be as successful. But suffering, nah, they have too many games, man. At the end of the day, man, games sell consoles. You can have a PS5 all you want to, and when people come in and talk to me about, hey, do I really need? To be honest, what game did you really need on your PS5 or Xbox Series X? There's not a game that you absolutely need on that system that you can't play nobody else. That you just like, oh my goodness. Now this year you're gonna have some games that will make you say, you know what? All right, Horizon, God of War, and of course Ratchet and Clank was one, Demon Souls was one, but what other games? Returnal maybe. You know what? To me, like, if I had to look at, you are better off having your Xbox Series One than any one of these next consoles. You don't need a PS5. Even if it was in high demand and high supply, you still wouldn't have a whole lot of games on that PS5. Not exclusives anyway. You still be playing PS4 upgraded PS4 games on your PS5. So to say Nintendo would have suffered, I disagree with that one. Would they have sold as many? It's probably been a cutback. But the system is too unique. I always take people back, no matter. And I got a PS5 and Xbox Series X, but I can't play them bad boys on a plane. I can't play those bad boys in my car. I can't take it to work and play at work. It's just too. It's too portable, to get the same experience I play on TV in handheld mode and take it with me. That's something that no matter if an Xbox Series X and the PS5, you get your diehard that's going to buy those systems. But the only game you can really play on there, I mean, of course your Call of Duties and your Maddens, but Nintendo gives you currently gives you way more of an eclectic experience on that system, just minus the Maddens and the Call of Duties. But you get games that's comparable to it because Warface is pretty good. I appreciate that, but I thoroughly appreciate the comments, Chris. I like the Discord. All right, Greta Text says, also don't forget about my girl Bayonetta. Sit right. Ooh, how about that too? I mean, this year is packed, man. This year is packed, man, and I think Nintendo, to keep the eye off of having a new console, I think they're gonna flood the market with some heavy hitters. Dave says Wind Waker was my first Zelda game. I love that game. I never played Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I would definitely say go back and play Ocarina of Time. If you ever get the expansion, go back and play Ocarina of Time. It's definitely Definitely worth to buy that on any level and play it on any level. Even play it on the 3DS if you got 3DS. Go buy it. It's worth it. If you like Wind Waker, you'll like Ocarina of Time. I don't think Odyssey 2 is a thing. It kind of depends on what you're saying. It's like you don't think they I disagree. You gotta look at how many they sold. You know what? They got game any game they sold over 10 million, they're gonna make a sequel of. They'll be a fool. To be honest, Nintendo will be a fool not to make another Odyssey. Now, probably their next game probably will be a 2D game because it's been about that time. Um, but we think about it, we've had Mario Maker. Listen, Mario Maker. How old is Mario Maker? Is Mario Maker 3 years old yet? I mean, I can listen to your point. I can see them making a 2D, but Odyssey 2 is definitely a thing. I listen. I would bet the house on that one. Anytime you have a game that sells 20 million units, you'll be a fool not to make a sequel. Absolute fool. That's why Breath of the Wild was like, okay, we got to keep running with this because it sold over 20 million. Odyssey sold over 20 million. It's gonna be a thing, hands down. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even. It'd be no way I doubt that. I think a 2D Mario releases alongside the movie. Agreed. I listen. Agreed, and which would be a crazy dope decision as Nintendo holiday game. Now, okay, this Chris, man, listen. First of all, man, let me salute you, man, on these points you're making because this is a very smart decision. If they do this, if it's announced, if it's a Donkey Kong or a Mario type game for the movie this Christmas, then I can see them pushing Breath of the Wild back to 2023. Because they have to have a strong holiday game because for sure Metroid was not the strong holiday game. It was not. It like Cats wasn't like Cats wasn't coming in buying Metroid from us, and I admit, and I pushed it, and I was pushing Metroid to every person I saw, but Metroid just was not selling like that. This from the store I was in, so this will be smart. This will be the way I say, okay, because this next year, they got to have a strong November, December game. They have to, because I think it kind of hurt them not having a strong December. Yes, they had Pokemon, and Pokemon sold like crazy, but they still didn't have a strong Nintendo games. But a lot of their legacy titles were still selling this year, like the Odyssey, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe U. All them games sold like gangbusters this Christmas, but they still was not a true holiday. Like Metroid was not that holiday game. I think it released too early. If they'd have pushed Metroid back to like early November, it could have turned into Nintendo's holiday game because they stopped advertising it. Like they should have like never let the foot off the pedal. Like they should have just kept advertising all the way through the holidays, but they didn't. Great comments, Chris. Great comments. Breath of the Wild 2 needs to be this year, and I'll wait till next gen Switch. Yeah. I think it needs to be this year? It would depend. It doesn't need to be this year. I think we all just want it to be this year. The only way I think they flip the switch and say, and they give a release date that's earlier than that, if they see their sales start to tank any bit. If the sales of the Switch tends to lose any kind of momentum, then you'll see a difference. You'll see Nintendo flip that switch. But if the sales are still pumping, and the demand is still as high as it is right now, and which it might be, a 2023 release with a system, because they're gonna release. I tell you one thing, Nintendo will never release a system ever again without a franchise game to go along with it. They've gotten too much success. Like having the Switch with Zelda was great. Having the Switch Lite with the Link's Awakening was great. Having a Pokemon style Switch Lite, all those things, people they dig that. And so you start a new system, it's gonna have like think about Mario 64. If the Nintendo 64 launched and it was no Mario 64 launch, people wouldn't have bought that system. You weren't gonna play Pilot Wings, but you was gonna play this new Mario that was in 3D. Same thing here. So, I can see that 2D happen. That would be dope. Had a 2D happen and have Mario Odyssey come out that following year with Metroid. So okay, so now this is the question. This say 2000. We're looking at 2023. Do we have Metroid Prime 4, Super Mario? Legend of Zelda 2, Mario Odyssey. Are we saying they're gonna release those 3 big tentpole series that year? The launch of and the launch of a new Pro, which would be dope, and Mario Kart 9. God, I don't even think about that. That's smoking, boy. That is a killer. That's a killer right there. This would have been the year Nintendo lost most of their third-party support. Had the next-gen consoles launch well. I don't know about that. 'Cause you gotta have, at the end of the day, you still have to have games. And I think about it. I think about it like this here. You not only got to have games for people to release their game on your system. You know, they want a return for that investment. And so you have a system that only sells, they only got, let's say hypothetically, 15 million units out there, but you got the Switch that got over 100 plus. You got 100 plus million people that can play your game. Oh yeah, you gonna put it on the Switch. See, that's why I said people like some of these companies. I was like, man, like EA is stupid. I'm gonna listen. I'm a legit fan. I believe if we got a Madden this year, Madden would sell at least 7 million copies, and I'm lowballing it. I said at least 7 million people would buy Madden on the Switch. And I'm lowballing that because, to be honest, I really think we can get 10 million people to buy Madden on the Switch. You would get so many more people to pick up a Switch, so many more people, because that portability aspect of it is like you can't beat it. Let me be on a plane, man, and better play through my season, and then let EA figure out some way somehow so we can go cross progression. I could have it on my PlayStation 5 or my Xbox and cross progression with my Switch. They figure out some way to do that, man. It is a game changer. Game changer. So I don't know about that one. I don't think they wouldn't have lost their third party support. I'm going to get you on that one. Even though they would have lost some, but you as a third party, you can't blink. You can't walk away from 100 million people that can play your game compared to 15 million. If I could charge, if I can charge 60 on the Switch, but maybe charge 70 on the PS5 or an Xbox Series X, but they only got 15. They only have maybe 15 people that might buy my game, but I got 100 million that might buy my game. The math don't add up on that one. And I'm telling you, you're going to get, especially what's going on, especially the decisions they made in Japan. The decisions they made in Japan gonna come back to haunt Sony. And if Microsoft is smart, they better try to figure out how they get a piece of that market, because Nintendo is dominating. All right, I got that right there coming up, right? But now Nintendo's going to start getting everything because of the fumble launches. The fumble launches, and I'm telling you, and even the mere fact that the Sony had walked away from Japan is going to be another reason why like a lot of companies is going to be coming to Nintendo. A lot. Demon Souls, I need that. The PS3 game runs poorly, and they haven't ported the PC yet. I need it, Sony. A bunch of cloud versions, but still. It says, I'm not talking console sales. As soon as Switch software is first party and indie only, it's going to be rough. Okay, but look, okay, imagine yourself being a third party company. Just imagine you're Capcom, right? What did Capcom do? They made a Monster Hunter that was strictly for the Switch, and they have sold like over 8 million copies. So think about it, like I'm this third party company, and I watch Monster Hunter just do 8 million copies. And you know what, companies, to sell 1 million copies on one system is an achievement in itself, but to sell 8 of those bad boys, the more people that buy the Switch, man, that's more people, more opportunities for third party to gain money. And hypothetically, right? This is hypothetically, everybody, you release a game on the Switch, and that game is $5, but everybody buys your game at $5. Let's say every Switch owner buys your game. Is this that incredible? That's $500 million off a $5 game. It's too many options. People think like this. Even if they sold 100,000, they probably still won. They still gonna make money. So more people, more companies are gonna make games for the Switch because of the user base. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the pure user base. Third parties is not walking away from the Switch. They'd be a fool to, because they're leaving too much money on the table. You're gonna see even more people now, because 100 million consoles is still 100 million console. That's why that's why they still making games for the PS4, because it's at 115 million. All right, you got 115 million people that's still buying. Matter of fact, they're still buying PS4s. We haven't got a new PS4 in GameStop at all, but every time we get a used one, we sell them like days. I can tell you right now that we just got a used PS4 2 days ago, and I bet money within a week's time it's gone, because people are still playing these PS4 games, because it's 100 million people. It's 100 million systems out there. CMG says, hold on. Gorilla Tactics says, CMG Spidey senses is tingling now that cloud games have been mentioned. Boy. Okay. Arnold predicted Super Peach Odyssey is in his video. Wow, Super Peach. That'd be crazy. Next 3D Mario gonna be a new gimmick. It might. No cappy. It just might, but I don't know though. I don't know, man. Because you think about it, I always look at the sales. You got 20 million. You got a concept in the game. It's 20 million. Nintendo's history is to somehow utilize it and just remix it. You said Quake said Umbrella. Metroid not big enough. Right. Well, what you mean not big enough for what, Chris? No Mario Odyssey 2, but yes, Metroid Prime 4, Breath of the Wild 2, MK9, 2023. New 3D Mario 2024. Like I said, we about to get a lot of cloud version of titles. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. But no one, I tell you, I'm not supporting cloud. Mike said there would be people that would double dip on Madden because of the portability on the Switch. Absolutely. You looking at a guy right here, Mike. I've been saying it since year one. I said, man, the minute they put Madden on here, it's a wrap. And you know what? I was excited. I just felt like Madden was coming, especially after that first Switch video, and they had 2K playing. I was like, oh, bet I know Madden coming. But you absolutely right. I would definitely double dip Especially, matter of fact, even if they didn't have cross progression, but if they did have cross progression, boy, that they would sell so many more copies of Madden, man. To me, to be a stockholder of EA and be in those meetings, I'll be giving it to them. I was like, man, what are y'all doing? Why isn't our flagship franchise on the Switch? You know what? I wouldn't even care about playing or paying for a legacy edition of Madden. Like if they release Madden and then the next year they just want to do a legacy edition, as long as the game played well, as long as you know what, because I felt like FIFA plays really well on the Switch. But once again, you know what? I'm not paying $50 for soccer because I'm not a soccer guy, but I would consider it if if it was Madden because I want the players, I want my roster updated. But they got to get the game on there, man. I really hope this college game comes out this year. I hope these college football games come out next year, and man, we get one on the Switch, and I'll be content. Sir Dan who said wheel time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's 12. Same time I would be. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that time. All this cloud talk, CMG would be here right now, but he's busy with that photobomb mode on Google Pixel, trying to make the New York great. Oh my god, trying to make the New York rats in the background go bye bye. Laugh out. Monster Hunter World was Capcom's most successful game ever. I would hope Rise sold well. Yeah, I mean, okay. Rise sold over, I think, like over 7 million. I mean, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. And it's a lot of companies that will want to sell 1 million. So that's my perspective on a lot of these third parties. They can see the Switch. If the game is done right, they can see the Switch as a gold mine. But the game has got to be done right, and it's got to be marketed right. Monster Hunter they marketed that bad boy right. You're having enough problems with your Kevin Durant statue. You don't need to win more than do. Oh man, crazy. He said, I'm waiting for more PS5s to be available so people sell their PS4, so supply and demand makes the PS4 cheap. Yeah, cause them PS4s are still running like close to $300 and $400 used. Metroid not big enough to carry holiday. Agreed. Yeah, listen, that is, I totally agree with that. It wasn't big enough, and that's why I was always questioning, like, what's the really big holiday game, and they really didn't have one this year. Madden Legacy Edition. I'd take it, man. I want Madden on the go so bad. I'd take it. When Madden was on the PSP, I used to have it on the PSP Go. And that thing was fun to play. It wasn't the fastest game in the world, but it was still fun to play. Fun. Matter of fact, I need to find Madden for the PSP. CMG getting flamed. EA hasn't even bought The Sims, which is, Chris, man, I agree. Man, they would sit. They tell me that the people over at EA did not see how Animal Crossing was just flat out dominating sales, and not say, man, we can't get a piece of that. People would have bought Sims. People would still buy Sims right now. I'm listening. I don't know what EA is doing, man. But they just leaving so much money on the table. It can be extremely difficult to have Sims on the Switch. It can't be that difficult. I don't understand why that game is not over there. They've left so much money on the table, like almost like they're not even trying to make money. CMG getting flamed. Chris said Mario Party and Pokemon. Yeah, and you know what? That's what's been selling. Mario Party and Pokemon was. I think if you look back at the sales, if GameStop ever announced it, I'm going to believe that Mario Party and Pokemon was probably their leading selling games. And Call of Duty Vanguard. Call of Duty Vanguard sold a lot. A lot of people came in for that. And they had some good sales for it too. My New Year's Eve resolution is to leave CMG alone. I won't feel so bad when I break that resolution. Oh, man. All right, good people. We've been in this stream for about 3 hours. Let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. We got, 19 people on the stream. Hey, man, take an opportunity, man. If you're still watching right now, man, jump out the screen real quick, man. Hit that like button, man. Hop back in before I get started. You know how we do. To all my people out there, I got some new ones that I started off with the Christmas stream, and we're gonna use some of those tonight too. If I can get it right. Like
better luck next time, slug heads.
That's right. Like you won, but
psych.
All right, good people.
You lose.
All right, let's get into it. Hope some of you guys win tonight, but those who lose, I'm so sorry. Once again, man, before we get out the stream, man, I want to say, hey, happy holidays to everybody. Happy New Year. I pray to God be with all of you guys, man, your families, man. I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed year, and happy gaming to everybody. All right. Without any further ado, let's see who is first to get in, get out. Shout out to Brittany Shaw. Brittany Shaw was our winner from last week, and the first one out of the box is my homeboy APOS with technology interpreters. He's out of here. He's the first one to bite the bullet on the wheels of steel. Let's get going. Keep it pushing. Amen, Chris. Amen. Vic, he was out of here. It was early.
You lose.
Vic was out of here early last time during the Christmas stream, but his wife, I think his wife took the W. Who's next to catch the flex? Who is next? And it looks like it's gonna be CMG. Please blow him off the screen. All right, CMG. See you later, my brother. But you out of here. Keep that ball rolling. We had 16 people, ladies and gentlemen. 16 people. Oh, Chris, man, God almighty. Chris is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. But you can be just like Chris and be logged in also on your Twitch account. So Chris is still on the board. They keep it moving. I think Chris won about $60 this year. That's wonderful. And I bought him a whole game. Oh, a geeky got the body. But you out of here. Have a good night. Tell my boy Ben I say good night. Enjoy your Switch. And our winner from last week, Miss Brittany Shaw, is off the board. She couldn't have won anyway. Well, you know what? She could have. To the back. She could have won this week. That was just a Christmas stream. But she out there anyway. Grid Tactics. Google wasn't here to save you last week. Chris says it makes it $70. $70. God almighty. Listen, Chris, I'm telling you, man, y'all better look at Chris Tactics, man. He always watching on Twitch, and he's always watching on YouTube. And you can do the same thing. Just, have two different devices. And this way, just comment from each device, and then you win. I can't be mad at Chris not one bit. Y'all better jump on his scheme. Mike the Joe. Oh, no. It looks like it's going to be Dave. God almighty. Dave the dope fiend shooting dope.
You lose.
Who don't need no water, no soap. Good hip hop. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Ooh, my son bit the dust. God almighty. Peace out, Joseph. That's what you get for signing off. Leave Tyler stayed on longer than you. All right. Let's keep it moving. We're down to 11 people, ladies and gentlemen. 11 people. And the wheel keeps spinning. And it looks like, oh, Chris, God almighty, you went back to back. Blow you right off the map. Thanks for hanging out, Chris. Appreciate it, man. The Discord was wonderful tonight. But no pink console. Stevie M. Oh, you and them Packers.
You lose.
All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Mikey still on the board. Cool Breeze, Sir Dandu, Gorilla Tactics, SOC. Horace Webster still on the board. But my man from Chi-Town. Man, you won tonight, but
Psych!
oh, man, that's funny, man. That's funny. So, all right, Chris, time for your alternative account to go off the wheel. $70 in a P controller. You won enough too. I'll make it $70 next week. He said, good night, y'all. Good night, man. Peace out, man. Peace out, my brother. That's so funny. We need to find a pink Minecraft controller for Chris. Oh man, I'm on the lookout for that one. Oh man. Oh, that's classic, man. Good night, Chris, my brother from another mother. All right, let's keep it going. We got 8 people left on the wheels of steel. Hey, Gritter Tactics.
You lose.
Oh, my brother, you out of here, man. Have a good night. That's so funny. Oh, man. SOC.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get
Nothing.
you lose.
Good day, sir. My guy, man. SOC, man. You are out of here. Say, whoever wins the wheel, the last one. He said, whoever wins the wheel today wins the last one of 2021. Indeed. But SOC, it would not be you. My brother, you was out of, oh, look at Benj. Got the almighty Benj.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Benj is out of there. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Oh, man. Sir Dandu, you won.
Psych!
That never gets old, man. That never gets old. Let's jump down to our final 4. And we got Mike the Dreamer. We got Mr. Webster. My son, Tyler McCracken, is on the board. And Cool Breezy, taking it easy. Who's next? Catch the flex, ladies and gentlemen. And that first one, the bite that does will be, look like it's going to be Cool Breezy.
You are out of here.
All right, 3 left. Let's go. Who's next? Catch the flex. Do, 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 do. Horace Wester, whoever you are, I think it was a troll or bot or whatever, but
You lose.
you are out of here. You are out of here. All right, let's go ahead and clear you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, listen. All right. I gotta get Horace Webster off the wheel. All right, my bad. I think I hit the wrong button. Horace Webster was off. Let me remove him. All right, good. All right, there we go. I got it all fixed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know it in true fashion. Let's go ahead and get it in. Let's answer some comments before we get started. Let's see. Is it Chris? SOC said that was barely. Respin, count the rotation. The spin was stolen from me. Last one, the Legend of Zelda accordion hero featuring. Oh man, it's crazy. Dave, what is that? I didn't really watch the stream until the Christmas stream, but I'll try to make it. Yeah, Dave, man, come by more often, man. Listen, I'm glad you enjoyed the Christmas stream, man. But we like this, man, all the time, man. We just kind of just chop it up, and just a chill environment, man. We don't claim to be masters or anything, man. We just like games, and I know you do too. But thanks for hanging out with me, Dave. Appreciate you. All right, drum roll for our last 2, ladies and gentlemen. Who will win? We had Mikey the Dreamer. Can he win back-to-back weeks? What? And it's my son, Tyler McCracken. I'm gonna give him a chance. He got a shot. If he win, he win. If he lose, then he lose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in good fashion, drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be Mikey the Dreamer. Takes it back 2 weeks in a row. Shout out to Mikey the Dreamer, ladies and gentlemen. Tyron Crackers, you are out of here. Sorry, son. Mikey the Dreamer, look at there. Mike, if you're still on, man, I hope you watching, man. But hey, man, just send me another message like you did before, and I'll shoot you out a $10 eShop card tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. There you go. Well, that's a pleasure surprise. Yes, it is, Mike, man. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate you. Hey, man, if you get a chance, man, share the video. Just put us out there sometimes. Our little channel will appreciate it. But I'm glad I was able to put you some more games in your pocket. Tyler, you stuck around, my guy, man. Tyler, man, good night, buddy, man. Daddy love you. I didn't think you was gonna stick around, but you did. You did very good. Hey, Tyler, before I go to find, are you watching this stream on your nice new computer? And tell me, listen, and real quick before Daddy get off, tell me what you think about your computer. So my son this year, he came to him and my daughter did me both the same way. I was like, Daddy, I really want a MacBook. Of course, I wasn't getting him no Pro, but I got him both MacBook Airs. Definitely is good enough to do everything they need to do. But I was like, it's an expensive gift, so I was like, well, you get no birthday gift. I love it. Good. I'm glad you love it. Did you get a case? I hope you got a case. CMG, man, we at the end of the stream, my brother. I'm glad you back. Gorilla Tactics has been on your head. Yeah, Mikey the Dreamer, man, from Twitch. Took home the dub. Mike, don't forget, man, to send me that message, man, if you're still on the stream, so I can get that code out there to you. Either I'll get it out there this evening, well, this morning, or sometime tomorrow. You'll get it. Your son wins by default. Oh, man. This is true. I love it. He figured out that phone bomb mode just in time. It said, already sent on Twitter. All right, good. Very good. Thanks. I appreciate you. And though, if it's any other one like Quake, I think I sent you earlier, I mailed off everything that whoever responded to me, I mailed off everything except Geeky's controller. That's the only thing that didn't get sent out. But I mailed everything off today, and I'll try my best to. I have the tracking numbers, and I'll send that off to you hopefully today or tomorrow, 1 or 2. I'll get that information too. But they all in the mail. I'll put everything out in the mail. I hope you guys get it and enjoy it. But I had a good time tonight, man. Yeah. I'm assuming this is a bot or a troll. Who is what is, listen, maybe some of y'all young cats can help me. What is this here? What is vom.red? Is that somebody that's trolling me or whatever? You missed the most important comment. Mikey can't win back-to-back weeks. He can only, right? Well, Mikey, listen, I want you listening. You can't win back-to-back weeks, but the Christmas stream is his own separate entity. Like, you can win the Christmas stream and then win again the following week. You can do that. So Mikey would definitely he'll get it this week for sure. But but the Christmas stream is his own separate entity. That's something I do for all my subscribers, or even people, potential new subscribers are coming in, and that's me providing Christmas to them. Like, I provide Christmas for my kids in my classroom. I provide Christmas for those who watch my streams. So I love being Santa. All right, good people. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. It was a wonderful Monday, wonderful stream, man. Kind of thing went really smooth. And I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year. If I don't get to see you guys again, I call it. I call shenanigans. Tyler, fight back. Oh man! But shout out to I've been seeing that a lot. Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is, man. I seen it twice tonight on my own stream, but it is what it is. I don't pay no attention to it. All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad, man. I say again, Happy New Year to all my good people. Be safe, man. your boy. Let's see what else I got going on this week. I'm dropping a couple of videos. I did a review on the Skull Company's grip for the Switch OLED, and that video should be coming out. I did some videos on the Switch Lite. I did it. I reviewed, not reviewed, but I did some gameplay of Peppa Pig. But listen, okay. It's not a game that probably nobody on this channel will play. But if you had young kids, like, you got some young kids, you got a young kid to Switch, then I will tell you, man, that Peppa Pig game is pretty good. I mean, it's a great representation of the cartoon. You would swear by playing it, you was playing the cartoon was on TV. You would swear on everything. That's how good it is. I did some gameplay of that on my Switch Lite, and so that video should also come out this week here too. So be on the lookout for that. Your boy got basketball this week. Couple games. I got a DJ on New Year's Eve, so I'm looking forward to making me a couple dollars for that. And getting ready for the new year, man. That's all I can do, man. Any New Year resolutions before we get off the line? I can tell you for sure that one of mine is like every year is to lose weight. I want to lose a little weight, and I'm not fat. I got a little pouch though. I got like a 4-pack, and then I got like this keg right here at the bottom. I want to lose this keg. That's what I'm trying to work on. Greta Titus says, Happy New Year to everyone. See you in 2022. Would I be able to keep my New Year's resolution? Find out. Say Twilight Batman time. Same YouTube channel. Same bad time. That's fine. That is funny, man. That is funny. Oh, man. Find out. Same Twilight Bat time. Same YouTube channel. Shout out to Greta Titus, man. Funniest man on my stream, hands down. I'm so appreciative, man. You come and hang out with us, man. You make my stream just so much more enjoyable. Good night, Quay 311, man. Be on the lookout for that. For your controller. It's coming in the mail. It's in a box, so be on the lookout. I put it in a nice cardboard box. All right, good people. This is your boy. Happy New Year and all the good stuff. And once I get myself prepared, I can say good night. But I gotta get there first. I ain't quick on my feet as I used to be. Don't forget, good people, your boy is still giving out that's right, I'm giving out a Nintendo Switch Lite Pokemon Sword and Shield Edition. I still got it in the box, never been open. All you do is share the video, Gaming Dad 10K to enter. Preferably show it on Twitter because it's easier to track that you've done it. And you have the opportunity to win, man. And I look forward to giving this away sooner than later. Your boy is at almost at 8,300. We're getting there now. So 1,700. So hopefully in 2022, we'll reach that 10,000 mark and we have a big old stream and big old giveaway. And I'll get some other stuff away on top of the Switch Lite. But I just want you guys to be definitely a part of this winning. So this is your boy, Gaming Dad, man. God bless. Good night. Don't let the big bugs bite. If I got to find my little... Oh, there we go. Goodbye, good people. Peace.